Yo, what's good, y'all?
Welcome back, Weenie.
Y'all, I was supposed to have some videos and shit up, but work was crazy. Like, niggas got to work in, like, 1 degree outside, and, like, nothing went the way it was supposed to this week. I was supposed to have at least 3 videos out this week. So, hopefully, I could get all that shit out from between now and Saturday and release throughout the week. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. What? Yeah, man. I'm not, unless my wife is able to get the kids today, you know, got me till, we're going to be on here till about 3:15-ish, 3:15 at the latest, 3 o'clock, you know, 3:15 at the latest. But what's up, man? What y'all, if y'all in here, leave a like, man. Make sure you leave a like. Let me know you in the chat. Mark Strike, I see you. What's freezing in Texas, man? What you call freezing? I know it can get bad when it can get bad, you feel me? But we got to get this content creation shit popping so we could quit. Oh, my God. Boy, if that ain't a thing.
Low IQ.
Yeah, bro. Like, it's, yeah. It has to, because, oh, man, if I could just sit here and pump out the videos that I want to, bro. And again, you know, I know, Watch, you know, it's like some of the videos I worked the hardest on and took the most time just do not get the attention it needs. But if I could put more time into them bitches than I actually have, they'll probably be even better and do better. You know what I'm saying? My profound. I had to restart the stream tree. I had to restart it. I'm sorry. Yeah, yo, profound. They're still they're almost at the. You can still almost see them on the screen. It's snowing. Hey, snowing means it's not freezing. It can't snow right now. It's too cold to snow in Illinois, bro. It's too cold to snow. Yep, that's the name of the game. It is fucking annoying, bro. Like I said, the Lord Jamar got my channel monetized, and I went into the Lord Jamar reaction thinking it wasn't gonna do anything because I never did anything flat earth on my channel, even though I can't fucking stand those people. And it goes along with the theme of my channel. And the Lord Jamar just goes off. I'm like, what the hell? Like, this many people hate flat earthers too? So that did it. But when I went into it, I was just on some like, there's some most stupid people we got to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And then lo and behold, here we are, almost 2,000 subs later. Destiny is supposed to, I don't know what time he's going to start streaming. I might miss it in this time that I'm here. But yesterday, Destiny said that today he's going to speak more in depth about the Pixie situation. Yesterday, the lawsuit came out between Pixie and Destiny. She basically put forth the lawsuit and it's out for public consumption. And he talked about it a little bit, and he said he could talk more today. So maybe he'll give more, shed more light on what's going on in his side of the story or whatnot. Is 0 degrees where you at? What is it out here? What is it right now? It feels like 12. But that's a big upgrade from what it's been the past few days. The real feel has been like -7, so it's been pretty fucking bad. And I'm just so glad I'm off. And then when I go back to work, it should be in the 40s. So that's something to look forward to, even though fuck work. Yeah. All right, so I think we're gonna, you know, y'all came here for a reason. We're gonna get straight into it, man. We're gonna get into this. So I don't know I didn't know that Myron said anything about Kevin Samuels recently. Myron said something recently about Kevin Samuels, and y'all know MTR don't play about his KS. So I guess he addressed some things he said about him. I don't know what was said, but I know that Myron has always treaded lightly when he talked about Kevin Samuels. He never like disparaged him flat out, even though he probably wants to, but he knows that he can't because, you know, that's like Blueface coming out and talking down on Tupac or some shit, you know. I don't know how into the Young Earth. Oh man, Ken Hovind, I wouldn't react to him because he's so boring. Kent Hovind is so boring, and he's stupid as fuck. Like, he's so smug, and like I don't Tree. I don't know if you ever saw like him and Planet Peterson. Like, Ken Hovind is just, oh god, I really like Planet Peterson. He is fucking hilarious. I just need to find the right video to react to Planet Peterson for. And I want to do a reaction to Planet Peterson because he's hilarious. Like, he's so fucking funny to me. I'm sorry, I sound like a pig. Yeah, but Ken Hovind is so stupid, and he's just like, how can the Earth be billions of years old? You know, how can it? You have dinosaurs here, and the Earth is only 6,000 years old. Why? Because it's in the Bible, and if the Bible says it, it's true. You know, because I don't know why they're talking about the Bible. Everything's been around for billion plus years. How is that possible? The Bible says 6,000 years. Like, he be killing me, bro. Little TJ talking down on Biggie, you feel me? Yeah. So he can never flat out disrespect Kevin, but he always tries to throw a little bit of shade on him, you know? So, and I hope, man, hey, I feel like I just did a good Ken Hovind impression. I don't know if y'all know who that is. Tree, was that good? I feel like I did a good impression of Ken Hovind. With Aaron Ra? Whoa, I didn't know Kent went against Aaron Ra. Wait, I might have to pull that up. I might have to add that to the list. Wait a minute. If he did, I'm adding that to the list. I didn't know they debated. Like, he went against Planet Peterson, and I don't, has he ever went against Simon Dan? Hey, thank you. Oh, shit. 6 years ago, Aaron Ron Kent Hovind discussion. Shit. It's 2 hours, though. I can't do that. Oh, man. I'm going to have to watch this, though. I'm probably going to have to just watch this on my own time, then. I'm going to have to watch this on my own time. Yeah, the non sequitur show, Tree. This is 2 hours. I ain't gonna be able to do this. I ain't gonna do that so much straight. Definitely gonna watch that though. I would love to see. Aaron Rod destroys Kent Hovind via video debate. Hovind versus Rod. Why Hovind failed. Okay. He did a reaction to his reaction. Okay. Bet. I'm gonna watch that shit. That's gonna be fun. Okay. We're gonna get to this MTR.
Myron Games from the Fresh and Fit podcast is receiving backlash for his recent comments in regards to the late Kevin Samuels. I want to give you guys my perspective. Kevin is not here right now to speak out for or defend himself. So I'm going to give my perspective of the reality of the conversation, because history will not be revised on my watch. The truth will be accurate. So let's talk about it. Without further ado, for quick context, this is a live stream conversation on the Fresh and Fit platform. There was a bunch of content creators up there. They were talking about the fall of the manosphere and solutions for it, but there was also a specific topic about the black manosphere. Myron postures something in regards to Kevin. Let's watch.
One thing, right? And I really dislike to even say.
Have y'all ever seen the biggest band of losers in one fucking stream? You got Fresh and Fit. What's his name? Sartain. He's a cool dude, but he be I don't know who this guy on the far right is. Then you got MLD, the BBL Manosphere guy, the angry man, the angry black man, and then you got fucking Rolo Tomasi, Beanie Man. Like. Oh, okay. You was gonna read. Oh, that's funny. We be on the same wave and shit. Oh shit, bro. Wait till you see this fucking Aaron the Plumber video I got coming up, bro. Oh my fucking goodness, he's crazy. Oh god, Rolo.
Say this, but the truth
Avengers
is the truth. And I kind of have to say
man.
It. The reason why the Black Manosphere died.
All they're missing is Donovan Sharp now,
right? Is simply because Kevin Samuels didn't put his people on.
The reason
that's a lie. Kevin Samuels put his people on. He didn't put the people you wanted him to put on.
An entire community of content creators or things that they talk about died is because the man that was seen as the head of it didn't put his people on. Let's listen a little bit more.
I'm gonna be honest about it. He became famous. He blew up. He didn't, extend the ladder back and put his guys on, and it died. That's just what happened.
Sure.
Once he got into, into the mainstream, he didn't bring anybody up with him. And that's the cold, hard truth. I hate to say that shit, but it's
wild.
The truth. And, for us, we adopted a little bit of different mindset where we're going to blow up and we're going to bring everybody up.
To think that Kevin said the Manosphere died because Kevin didn't put people on. Excuse me, Myron, Fresh and Fit was the face of the Manosphere. It's dying because y'all made it die. Y'all gave it a bad name. Y'all did the most. You started talking about Jewish people. You started being racist. You started being a conspiracy theorist, and you started shitting on women for the case of shitting on them. Y'all started being hypocrites. You and Fresh are hypocrites. Obviously, that's why the Manosphere died. Y'all took the mantle without necessarily even asking for it, and then it died. Kevin Samuels would have had his own sector that was probably still thrive to this day.
Came alongside us, and
I'm gonna let him speak, but understand the context of the conversation. This is not, they were friends and they were collaborators and they were planning on doing good work in the future. They were ops. Kevin did not bang with the Fresh and Fit platform, and Fresh and Fit did not bang with Kevin. Now, to get into the history of why that happened, we don't have time here within the scope of this conversation, within the content, because I want to address his specific points about it all falling and crumbling because Kevin did nothing to bring others up with him, which is categorically incorrect. But it's not coming from a perspective of friendship. They were ops. They were not cool. And in fact, Kevin was creating studios down in Miami to directly compete with Fresh and Fit, But let's hear a little bit more of his thoughts, and then let's get back active.
I've seen, everyone go off on their own and, build really successful independent channels. Everyone here is well over 100,000, where, before that was unheard of in the manosphere.
Now, what's interesting is that he talks ill of Kevin of not bringing other content creators forward, but you just said that there's other content creators that are tied to you that have independently built up their own platforms. Now, would you be pulling people on your platform, Myron, if they haven't individually built up a community of people beforehand? Would you or would you not? Let's keep going.
Right. So I think from this point forward,
I think it depends. I think it really depends. For example, Watts put me on his platform, and I have a very small following compared to him. I know he feels like he's a small creator, but to me, he's big as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So it's all relative, of course. But I think when we talk about relativity, it's nothing wrong with pulling people onto your platform that have a very small platform. I mean, like, absolutely none. That's one thing. Like, you don't pull people on that don't have anything. But I don't think there's nothing wrong with reaching back to people with extremely small followings if there's something there. You know what I'm saying? Andrew Tate, his brother, wasn't even down with the Manosphere too. They just used the Manosphere for clout and made guys like Myron. Yeah, very useful idiots. Extremely useful idiots, bro.
Right, sticking together and doing periodic podcasts like this where guys are able to comment on culture, current events, etc., because things are changing rapidly. Every year, something new is going on, right? 2020, it was a TikTok boom. 2021, it was a pandemic and dealing with that. 2022, oh shit, Trump is going to run again. Like, every year, there's like a new thing going on. And the thing is with the Red Pill, it's not just women. It's the truth in general, right? You can apply it to so many different endeavors. So, that's what I noticed was, the one thing on the Kevin Samuels legacy that I wish he did was put on his people. And he simply didn't.
It's absolutely wild to me that no one is up here challenging the things that he's saying in order to give perhaps a different perspective. But I think that there's incentives not to. And this is actually part of the reason of why I try to keep to myself as much as possible and just create. Because I actually agree with Myron there when he's talking about that there's a lot of things changing. We need community. We need a team. Absolutely. But I do think as a content creator that there's inherent bias for you to not speak up or against someone that you collaborate with if you vehemently disagree with the bullshit, or at least not publicly address it. But now your image gets caught up in the things that they are saying, just like the images of everyone up here is being caught up for not calling out or chastising the things that he is.
That's because Myron is the top dog of the manosphere. If y'all argue with him, people's gonna dislike. All these people have way smaller followings than Myron and Fresh. So if they call him out, that's gonna hurt them.
Saying, nevertheless, let's address the elephant in the room, being that Kevin did nothing to bring back up others up on his platform is categorically untrue.
Yeah, that's not
I won't
true.
even speak about all the content creators, at least right now, that he spoke about, but let's just take me for an example. Kevin shouted me out on his platform an uncountable amount of times, and in fact, you're gonna see comments right below this video of people saying that they found my channel out after watching KS. And I never asked for a shout out. I never paid for him to mention me or anything odd like that. It all just came from him understanding
and this is exactly why people like MTR never collaborated with anybody like Fresh and Fit. The manosphere has this umbrella, and then there's sectors within it. And these two sectors don't really mesh well with each other with what they do. MTR, I don't want to say he's like Kevin. I think Kevin is different than all these motherfuckers, but he's not the same type of character that Myron is, which is why y'all don't rock with each other. And so for Myron to be shitting on Kevin is crazy right now.
Ran what it was that I was trying to offer from a entertainment or education perspective, and he decided to call me out. Also, let me bring this up as well. He actually had a whole stream where the name of my channel was the topic. Let me bring it up for all of those that may forgot. This is actually still active on his channel, but
why did he say a stream with the name of my channel was the title and it says mediocre at best, not mediocre tutorials and reviews, nigga? What?
Called the stream mediocre at best. Sound familiar? And while obviously this is a play off of his average at best viral video, he utilized first name on my channel and was quoted multiple times within this saying that modern women today might need some mediocre tutorials and reviews.
Okay, I get that.
And I even said it down up in here. You'll see this comment from 3 years ago.
That's fair, but he didn't use your name in the title, bro.
fantastic stream, and I appreciate the references. Shout out to the Godfather. And what you guys don't know about this is that Kevin actually reached out to me via DMs. It was one of the first times that he ever reached out to me, and he said, hey, I want to use your title name within the stream tonight. You cool with that? And at the time, I was like, hell yeah, if you want to utilize my ish. I throw it up on stream right now, but I think it'd be tacky for me to show DMs between Kevin and I during that time. But he ain't have to do this. He ain't have to leave my comment out for people to go up, click on my profile and see what I am about. Shit, he also shouted me out when I had cancer, and he ensured that when he wanted to reach back to work with others to continue on pushing the brand forward, to get it in front of people's eyes that would not normally look at this content, he did. I have content with Kevin that's on the channel. Shit, he planned an entire trip where we went to Brooklyn to go visit the Zuniga brothers in order to look at their operations. Because the things that the Teaching Men's Fashion brothers are doing for their community, the Latino community, is absolutely insane. So to be able to leverage what they have created as a byproduct of what can be created for majority Black audience, he was getting us in front of those people to learn. And I appreciated him for that. Opening up an opportunity to be able to learn and informing the beginnings of a team in order to try to help push these ideologies forward that were not brand risk. And there's so many other things that I could mention, but it wasn't just me either. Shout out to the lead attorney, who not only did a one-on-one conversation with Kevin that Kevin posted to his channel, but similar to me, Kevin would often call TLA just to have conversations about the things that are happening within the space. So no, Myron, there were content creators that he selected to bring forward. It just wasn't you. But there were those that he did associate with within his past that just weren't ready, or they did not have the appropriate professional image to carry the torch forward. That may be hard for you to understand, but apparently after looking at the history of what's happened over the past 2.5 years since he's passed, Kevin was absolutely correct. The people that were seen as the leaders of this movement have appropriately squandered whatever listening ears that we would have had in order to really impact change. And I'm not trying to say that I've been done the best at it myself, but I guarantee you, if Kevin was still alive, his channel would still be monetized. Shit, it's still monetized right now. And it's because the way that he did it with that degree of professionalism. If you take a look at, for example, outside of all of this, if you try to capture an audience and you have more of a Jerry Springer-esque, or what can be described as that, as the way that you do content, via, you have like, let's say a Judge Judy, and let's say that the goal of each of those is to do DNA tests, where you're gonna get a lot different audience if you do it in a Jerry Springer fashion as opposed to a Judge Judy fashion. Different type of audience, different type of listening ears, different type of ad sponsors. To introduce something as robust as what Kevin was attempting to introduce, you have to be surgical. You can't go in like an atom bomb in the mainstream and act like that's gonna be the way to really impact change. No.
And that's my problem with Myron trying to make Kevin the reason the manosphere fell flat. Nigga, you was holding the mantle of the manosphere and fucked it up. Like, when people think about manosphere or red pill, they think about fresh and fit. That's the go-to. Kevin wouldn't even be considered red pill. Kevin is manosphere, though. Red pill, I think, is a subset of the manosphere. And Myron, you took over both. Honestly, you took over the whole thing and you squandered it. You ruined it for a lot of these niggas. But people like MTR still growing, even though I do think that MTR, personally, I think his content has changed a little bit much for me. Like, I liked, he felt more balanced once upon a time, and now it just seems like he tries to go out of his way to shit on women a lot. And that's just not, I don't rock with it as much. I felt like he was more balanced before. But nonetheless, he's still a better option of a content creator for his perspectives than Fresh and Fit. Even though, like he's saying, Fresh and Fit is going to capture the masses with the bombasticness and the kickouts and the screaming and the fights and the women. So you're going to get more people, but now you're demonetized because you don't know how to act.
It has to be surgical. Kevin understood that.
He simply did it. It's just the truth, and it sucks. Maybe he didn't have enough time. Maybe that was the plan before he passed away. I know that he had something going on, but what I will say is when he did those Nicki Minaj collabs, when he did those big events, there was no shout out to anybody from the sphere.
It's a categorical lie. Kevin actually shouted me out on Vlad.
That's true. Like, Mark, who you thinking about in particular? I know some people left-wing male advocates, but it's not their primary content. So do you know anybody where their primary content is like advocated for men? I just don't know any. I know some that touch on it and stuff like Hunter Avalon or something.
Vlad TV, after I did the Shahrazad Ali interview, he shouted me out. And I remember him DMing me that he shouted me out after he did the Vlad interview. I think the interview came out several weeks later. But this is just not true. And I'm sure there's other content creators that will have their own examples. Shit, there's other content creator, I believe his name, Obsidian, who became a millionaire after Kevin shouted out his books. So this is just categorically false. And for anyone who just eats this information up, you should know the truth. So again, it's so wrong. It's ridiculous. And at this point, I don't even know why he keeps on bringing up Kevin's name. Let the man rest. But when you understand that Kevin couldn't stand these guys, then you understand where this may be coming from.
And it kills me because like a guy like Donovan Sharp platformed him like 80 times and he never shouted him out. And I always was like, what the hell? Right. And I was like, we're not going to do that. So I think, you know, we absolutely need to stand united and do periodic shows like this. I know.
All right, so this is actually when he addresses on his own channel, he's addressing the comments after it started to blow up. And he brought up another content creator by the name of Donovan Sharp, and you may not be familiar with him. But Kevin's not alive again to speak for himself, but let me try to think through this. Kevin's brand was mostly popular.
Oh, that's cool, Ghost Dog. I didn't know. I'm curious of like male advocates that lean left, because the guys that's conservative just don't want to live in reality of things. They want to live in the 1940s and shit.
Popularized within black media, where Kevin would ride.
You feel like Shoe on Head is a male advocate and on the left? I feel like Shoe on Head is like center right. I could be wrong, but Shoe on Head she gives me center right. I feel like she's center right. She never ever attacks the right the way she attacks the left. Like her jokes for people on the right seem so tacit, and when she jokes on the left, it's like the shit that the right says that they really mean. So it's just, I don't know. It seems balanced like I haven't preached, but then I saw his video. I was like, wait, who is he? Who you talking about, Mark? You talking about Dante, or who you talking about, Mark?
For fixing things that were wrong within the black community while also giving strength and power to men. But Kevin was for relationships. He was for marriages. He was for bringing people together. Now imagine if he shouted out Donovan and then they go over to Donovan's platform and they hear Donovan saying things such as black is this, black is that. Now, I don't know if he still talks like that, but if your expectation is that because you work with somebody.
And that's true. That's why I think Kevin Samuels is different than a lot of these other Manosphere and Red Pill guys, because Kevin Samuels' goal at the end of the day was to bring people together, like especially black. Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. Yes, you're absolutely right, Mark. And I used to watch this guy, MTR, because he did come off balanced. He didn't always shit on the women all the time and always make them wrong, even though he was male-centric and wanted to advocate for men. He felt like he was realistic with his takes if it involved women. But over time, I think his videos that shit on women is the ones that do the best. And so he leaned into it more, and to the point where every time a woman's involved, he only addresses women being in the wrong, or if they're not necessarily tries to make them. Just like he tried to advocate for Aaron the plumber at first until he talked to him and shit got bad. He was on Aaron the plumber's side, even though he made a goddamn fool of himself on Pop the Balloon when Aaron was objectively in the wrong in that video. MTR brought him on trying to advocate for him, and because he lost his job and all this shit. And who knows if that was even true. You know, we don't even know if that's true for real because of all that shit that came out. I don't remember every detail, but the man ain't losing danger. Why they got 3 Deadpools? Do any of y'all want somebody else? Nicole, who you want? Cause this Deadpool shit ain't working. It's too many damn Deadpools. Mark, do you want somebody else? Some women like getting shit up. Come on, man. You coming to hell with that.
Low IQ.
Shit, man. Damn. Right-wing nuances. Yeah, he do have a lot of right-wing nuance. I used to watch him too. I feel a lot of this Red Pill grift. These dudes say the same shit. Yeah, it's always the same shit. They don't care to like. And I'm not saying your content has to be balanced. If you want to shit on women, shit on women if that's what you want to do. But I don't like when you used to feel balanced and then you stop because it's more profitable for you to just shit on women instead of being nuanced. I don't like that. Like I'm like my channel, Flat Earth, popped my channel off, but I can't just do Flat Earth content. Like it's just not the only thing that I care about. So I'm not just gonna only do Flat Earth content. Nicole, you don't know Marvel characters? I got Marvel, Dragon Ball Z, and some Sonic. You don't know anybody you want? I ain't got everybody in Marvel, but most of them, you know, you'll see in here. There are two different types of male left advocates: the feminist one and the men's rights one. Noah Sampson is the feminist, and Fifth Badaki is men's right. I don't know who Fifth Badaki is. Yeah, I don't like Noah Sampson's fucking annoying. I don't like the feminist. I don't like feminist male advocates. They're annoying. They're literally annoying. I just started watching this guy, Jovan Bradley. He's a good debater and he's smart, but he's like a fucking commie. So I don't agree with everything he does. But when I agree with him, he'd be on his shit. Rogue, I think they got Rogue.
Elaborated, what did he say, 80 times or something like that? For free, unpaid, whatever. Just your time. Is your expectation is that now because you've done that, now I have to be able to put you on? People would question Kevin's narrative or motives if someone that he puts on is speaking that negatively about the people that he's trying to put together for healthy relationships. I don't even think Donovan would disagree on that. I can understand Donovan being upset after collaborating with him for so much, but if you take a step back and you look at what Kevin was trying to accomplish, I think it would make a lot more sense, logically speaking. And I can imagine what Myron would say, all this, everyone's free speech till I D-I-E, motherfucker. You could get mad at the platform and the powers that be, all that you want. But again, if you're trying to make this amount of change within the...
Ghost Dog, that's funny. I literally just found out about Jovan like 3 days ago he's a good debater and I like him. But when he starts saying like he wants to abolish the police, like... I'd be like, bro, you don't even have a solution if you did get rid of him. Like, that commie shit I'm like, yeah.
World, you have to be surgical, strategic. For example, Kevin got a lot of backlash for appearing to go easy on Nicki Minaj when was brought up on that platform. But do you think Kevin cared about that? No. Kevin wanted to get in. Why? Because Kevin wanted her audience.
Ghost Dog, I don't like FD. I'm not a fan of FD because I feel like he's a race hustler. I feel like he puts race into everything, and I don't like those type of content creators. Man, stop fucking calling me Pat Bev.
Low IQ.
Moosey, like I do not look like that nigga.
Go in there, speak to them a little bit more of how they used to be spoken to. That's strategic. You go in there and you start popping off about how stupid or ridiculous really like some of their mindsets.
He be on top of his shit. He be knowing every fucking thing.
The ideologies on. You think that's going to make change or get them to listen to the things that you're saying? Be the free speech titan that you want.
Red Dragon, he is a male feminist. The guy that was talking about Abba and Preach, his video was a reach though. He doesn't even watch their content to know which one's Abba and which one's Preach. He just assumed they were anti-red pill because they went against Fresh and Fit. Dude was like, he's a super. He actually says he's anti-patriarchy and misogyny. So I don't know if he's classifies himself as a male feminist, but you know what I'm saying. I got one of my MAGA cousins to debate Jovan. It was, whoa, Iron Zodiac, what? Hey, I think you in my Discord. Drop that in my suggestions channel, bro. I think you're in my server. I'm pretty sure you are. Drop that if it's your cousin. I'm not gonna stream it, but that's funny because Jovan's debates are hilarious. They're fucking hilarious.
Just don't expect everybody to rock with it. Let's go.
I got a little bit of controversy for saying what I said about Kevin Samuels.
No, I don't stream on my space.
It's true, man. It's true. Bro. Like, you look at someone like Donovan Sharp, right? Donovan Sharp had him on like 70
Storm,
times.
Or do you want Rogue?
For those of you that don't know,
and then he stopped going.
Sharp reality. Donovan Sharp's been running that show since like 2016. Like I think he's at like 1,000 episodes now at this point. He's had Kevin on like 70 times. I didn't know who Kevin was until I saw him with Donovan Sharp. He never shouted Donovan out. Never had him on his show.
Zodiac, drop it in my suggestions.
You know what I mean?
I want people to see Jovan.
O'Shea, he never had him on. Even though the nigga sits there and defends him all day. Never had him on. You know what I mean? So facts are facts, bro. I'll never. And then you say, "Oh, well, he came on your shit."
She got
that was
onion.
before he had before he was super big. You know what I mean? That was before he was super big. Remember, guys, and another thing too, little thing for you guys, for people that don't know.
Oh God, he really can do the story time shit.
It's actually odd because by the time that Kevin came on Fresh and Fit the first time, they were referring to him as the Godfather.
Mark, you're
so
right.
saying
That's
he's
hilarious.
not super big, but by then, I think Average at Best already happened. And he also talked through how
Shamalama-ding-dong.
O'Shea didn't get put
Appreciate
on his platform. They were working together behind scenes. O'Shea had his team editing a lot for Kevin. But nevertheless, I'm pretty sure that he mentioned O'Shea at least one time, but it doesn't matter.
Wait, no, Kevin always talked about O'Shea. That's his man's. That was his man's. I don't know why MTR is acting like he don't know that. O'Shea stayed. I mean, Kevin stayed talking about O'Shea Du Jackson. That was his man's.
He's probably going to react to this so he can let you know his perspective. But blaming the Black Manosphere falling because Kevin didn't put whoever you thought that he should get put on just feels like some victim-ass shit. People should be able to stand on their own too, with or without a call.
Nicole, I don't know if you see, he got the grades coming in. This demonetization shit and the closet of homosexual shit, he is graying out. The grays is coming in for Myron. You can't get a hair transplant 1 year and then a year or two later you're growing grays. Bro, Myron is going the fuck through it, bro.
Out from the top content creators. Would Donovan Sharp even consider himself within the Black Manosphere?
No. Fun fact for you guys.
No, he wouldn't.
When Kevin Samuels was going viral for saying you're average at best.
Okay.
Do you guys know that he was in Miami when he was blown up on World Star?
Yeah, he was.
He was in Miami. When he did the show with us, he had just done that episode. And then he came to Miami. He had booked the interview with us before he blew up. This is all facts. Because I remember vividly, I'll never forget this shit.
Like y'all see, like I'm not, of course, I'm not above getting grades, and I'm not judging anybody from getting grades. It's just interesting seeing it happen like that. Like Myron's been around for 4-ish years in the mainstream. Excuse me. And the grades come after you get more money, probably the most money you ever made. And you make the most money you've ever made in your life, and then you lose it. And in that same year or two, you're growing grays that are beyond noticeable. Like, I think he stressed the fuck out. I don't even know if that might be an old wives' tale. Grays stress you out. I'm finna look it up. I'm finna see.
After we did the show, we went to CVS.
Okay.
And he got some Mike and Ike's. And I remember this because he got the red hot chili, the spicy ones. And I thought that was weird. Like, I was like, holy crap. I didn't know people eat Mike and Ike's, let alone the spicy flavor.
Old school black dudes eat Mike and Ike's.
And Mike and Ike spicy, right?
That's wild.
And I remember when I was walking with him the whole time.
Hey.
He was checking his.
Hey, it might be some truth to it. Stress can actually cause gray hairs, y'all. I did not know that. I thought that was might have been an old wives' tale. Yes, stress can cause hair to turn gray. Stress activates the body's fight or flight response, which damages hair follicles and stops them from producing melanin. Jesus Christ. When you're stressed, your sympathetic nervous system releases noradrenaline into your hair follicles. This activates dormant stem cells that produce melanin. How stress causes gray hair. New study shows that stress really can give you gray hair. Researchers found that the body's fight or flight response plays oh, man. I thought that might have been an old wives' tale, y'all. Like, stress really could cause gray hair. Holy shit. Did I watch this one? Okay, so I didn't watch this one. She literally does the meme. Okay, I'm going to watch Iron Zodiac. I'm going to watch this next because I want people to see Jovan's debates because they're fucking hilarious. Thank you.
His phone the whole time. Oh man, we're blowing up. Oh man. And I was watching his
Yeah, Mark, this is recent. If they I don't know because I don't know if they have a strong feeling towards Kevin Samuels. They're not going to cover MTR covering Myron. I don't know if they care about Kevin Samuels enough to cover Myron talking about Kevin Samuels, so I don't know.
Instagram blow up.
Yeah.
He had 20K guys When he came on our show, I'll never forget this shit. He had like
Red Dragon. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, I didn't know. People say it all the time, and I know there's a lot of old wives' tales with shit. So I didn't know that you stress really causes grays.
20K. Like a day or two later, a week later, he had 1 million, or like a couple 100,000. He had 20,000 around the time he did the interview with us, chat.
Okay.
And he was blowing up that day because he
Parabolic.
had just done that interview.
Yep. World Star.
So
Shout out to World Star.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I think a big reason I don't have a lot of gray hair, like I get gray hairs here and there. I do get them here and there. But I think a big reason I don't is because I really do not stress a lot. Like, I've been stressed lately because of some shit that's been going on. Nothing too crazy, but just like when I was out of work for a week, it was because I had COVID. I missed work for a week, and that's been stressing me out. So I've been like, I've been grinding my teeth at night. I've been grinding my teeth, and I noticed that that's what I do when I'm stressed. I grind my teeth when I'm trying to sleep. So I've had a migraine for fucking 2 days since I was out of work. I had a migraine, and then my jaws was hurting. I couldn't make content a few days ago because my jaws was hurting so bad. Once my jaws stopped hurting, I had a migraine, and the migraine actually isn't 100% gone. It's just not as bad. So I'm still dealing with that. So that's my stress, but I haven't gotten grades. But generally through life, even when I go through shit, I don't stress out. I don't know how I do it. I usually play video games or I just kick it with people and shit. But I don't stress. I'm not a heavy stressor. And I think that's a big reason I have not grown gray hairs like fast. Because people in their 30s grow gray hair. Shit.
Yeah, he was eating my.
So what is he proving?
Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels, man. Like I said, I'm not gonna
Iron
speak
Zodiac, that's funny. You was in the same room as him? Oh, I can't wait to get to this.
ill of the deceased.
You are.
But, you know, bro,
Obama
the truth
aged
is the
20
truth,
years
man.
in his first
You know what I
term.
mean?
He
Like, he's
did.
always gonna go down.
Obama aged like a motherfucker. And it probably sped up Joe Biden's aging too, being president. That sped up his aging. We're going to see with Trump next.
He's still the Godfather, right? I don't got any.
Oh, no, I'm hydrated. I'm hydrated because I was drinking as much as I could when I had COVID. And on my job, I drink water all the time too because I'm always working.
Nothing negative to say about him.
I'm always
you
moving,
know,
I
but
should say.
the truth is the truth, man. And I want to make sure that before I pass, I'm able to help out my guys as much as I can. If that ever
when I'm
happens,
stressed,
right?
that's when I grind my teeth.
I don't want to
do it all the
just
time.
leave and
it's when I'm stressed is when it happens.
people aren't where they need to be. Like I want all my friends to win. I want anyone that has worked with Fresh and Fit in the past in the red pill space. We're gonna bring you guys up too.
Red Dragon, do you want Deadpool? Because I see you have Deadpool icon. Do you want Deadpool is your avatar?
Because if they blow up and they surpass us, great. Then we could go work with them. You know what I mean? Like it's a W for everybody. Like you look at like Andrew Tate, right? Andrew blew up, and he didn't retract the ladder. He still works with us. He still shouts us out, talks about us and stuff like that. So, that's what it's about, man. It's about
Kevin retracted the ladder from you because y'all started to beef. Now, he's
you.
previously admitted to calling Kevin the F word behind scenes. And also, it was very odd to me that he's conveniently forgetting one of the first ways that Fresh and Fit went viral was through Kevin Samuels' participation. And I know this because I did a reaction off of it. Now, my reaction video got almost 1 million goddamn views at the time, but it was when Kevin called into the show to address these women that Fresh and Fit had in the studio. Now, the title that I had for this video is Kevin Samuels demolishes feminists while uplifting men. This debate.
Sorry, Red Dragon. So I think this is the first time you've been in my chat, so your name isn't showing up yet. So I think probably after, this stream or whatever, you'll be there, and then I could change it for whenever you drop through.
From Fresh and Fit is masterful.
Phyllis Schlafly, she was on our side. When all this stuff came in, feminism, second wave, feminism, I'm a feminist. I believe in feminism. Feminism is about choice.
No, you really
Excuse me, ma'am. Feminism in its true form is about choice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we don't have a choice right now with what's
No, you have a choice.
Absolutely, Mark.
And within this conversation, you actually had one of the people that was in the current live stream, as well as Donovan Sharp as well. And I think this is also the stream where Kevin said the famous words, "After your OnlyFans account, Subway will be hiring." Now, this video up on their channel got millions and millions and millions.
I know you are. If I know you, I don't know you. Whoever you are.
The views.
I don't know if you could give me a clue.
We have to call in to collaborate with you guys. And because of which you got millions and millions of views, millions and millions of eyes. But where is this in your description that he didn't collaborate or help anybody? Anyway, this video has gone on far too long, but I wanted to just be able to address it from my perspective in order to...
No, yeah, Kevin, that woman was wild, and Kevin got under her skin, but it was actually, it was called for. You said a few times he got under your skin. I actually like Kevin Samuels. I'm not gonna lie. I like him most of the time.
To cast a different light off of the things that he was saying. But to end off, I wanted to go over some of the comments, some of the public sentiment that I saw within the comment section of this original video. First off, screw Myron.
Okay, bro.
And didn't say none of this while Kevin was still here. Respect Kevin. May rest in peace the way one would like to be respected if they passed. Follow up to that, well, he did a collab with MTR. This person named Jew Bandit, and I mean... This is the type of people
that's because FD knows he can't debate Destiny. Like, FD's beef with Destiny was so stupid. Like, he calls everybody racist. Like, you don't have to like Destiny, but he's never been racist. It's just like, that's the big reason why I don't like FD. Everything, even when Kamal made that video about him, when Kamal made that video about FD and Umar, he contacted him like, don't put me with Umar. Bro, you're the same type of person. You're a race hustler, bro. It's a fucking annoying. Moosey, what you mean? What you talking about? I just said don't call me Pat Bev. I ain't mad at you, bro.
I guess gets attracted to Myron with a photo of what appears to be a Jewish Myron, yet never shouted them out after or before the fact. That's the point that Myron is making. He used to get more views and followers to then not others agree.
FD signifier. Okay. I want to watch this Jovan Bradley debate. Courtesy of Iron Zodiac. Shout out to Iron Zodiac. He said he had his cousin call in to debate him, and I guess she raged. I think he said she rage quit it. She literally does the meme. He said he had his cousin call in to debate Jovan Bradley, and I guess she lost her shit.
I am ready.
All right, what's your name?
Iron Zodiac, I guess that's you talking in the background.
Age and pronouns, please.
I am ready.
You gotta turn off the.
What do I need to do?
You gotta turn off the video first, or it's gonna give feedback.
Okay.
I'm changing. Your daughter's changing.
Yo, Mantis, what's good with you?
Changing. Not into a transgender.
Wait, what?
Uh-oh. My daughter changing. Not into a transgender. Okay. So my name is, what did you ask for my name and my age?
Have you seen him before, Mantis? You ever watch him? He's a commie, but you know, he's on the left, but some of the shit I agree with, some of the shit I don't agree with, clearly. He's an open commie, but fuck that. But when he gets into these topics that I agree with, he be killing shit on with the debates.
That's for your name, age, and pronouns, yeah.
Yeah, Red Dragon. He's a goofy.
My name, age, and pronouns.
Yeah.
My name is Fab.
Okay, got you, Zodiac.
I am 52 years old.
Okay.
And I am, of course, a girl, a woman.
Okay.
So for context, y'all, for everybody that just dropping in, I see some new people. So Iron Zodiac sent me the link. He said he got his MAGA cousin to call in to debate Jovan Bradley. He's a very good debater. And I guess this is probably some good content because usually if Jovan posts a video with a debate, it's funny as shit.
My pronoun.
Oh, I bet. Hey, no, Mantis. Oh, my God. We have to set this up. We have to get Tom to debate him because Tom is a good debater. Tom is a very, very, very good debater. And to see Tom against Jovan would be crazy. I honestly probably, I don't know when he does his show. I just got onto this man. I don't know when he's going to do the whole abolish the police. I would probably debate him on abolishing the police. I would probably debate him on that. That's the only thing I really disagree with him on. Well, as far as the topics I've seen him put up, That's one of the ones I really disagree with him on, is abolishing the police. So I would debate him on that. I would love to see Tom debate him. That would be good.
Okay.
Yeah, you get a hug. You get more than a hug,
Okay,
Moosey, if you
got it.
want.
What are you here to debate about?
Yes, sir, Watts.
Well, I would like to first of all say that Donald Trump should be president, and he is the best president for the job. I'm not getting what they're selling. I'm voting for the felon.
What?
Okay. What makes Donald Trump?
Watts, the guy I'm watching, he's a communist, so his beliefs are a little bit more extreme than ours. But he's had this. I don't know if it's changed, because when I've seen him debate it, it was months ago. In his recent videos, I haven't seen him say he wants to abolish the police. Not to say he doesn't still hold that belief, because I don't know. But he's had that stance before. That's something I think I would be comfortable debating him on. He wants to. Tom Foolery apparently wants to debate him. I would love to see that.
Trump the best president?
Well, he's more in depth, and he makes more sense than the craziness that's going on in the world today. Like all the stuff that's not important, like giving money to the Ukraine, putting America first, and the people of America first.
Oh, okay.
Also,
he still does. Okay, interesting.
The border. Oh my goodness, they need to get those people back where they come from. Okay, they just like sucking our resources, and the economy is.
Damn, I just peeped. He got this. Y'all see the socialist banner in the back? Damn, he is full. He is full.
Yeah. I mean, crap, bull.
Yeah. So really quickly, just a few things. Trump gave money to Ukraine during his tenure. He gave them military aid.
What you mean, like
Well.
TikTok?
No.
Yes, he did. Military aid as well.
No.
Yes, he did.
He did. Well, I'm not aware of that, and I'm sure it wasn't billions of dollars.
Tell him you're black.
I think he knows I'm black.
Zodiac.
I am a black Trump supporter,
Okay,
and I have been.
I don't know what that has to do with anything, but okay.
Okay, it does. Evidently,
yeah, she's tripping,
because
she's
black
tripping.
has, I'm supposed to systemic racism. I hear you're on those topics as well. I don't feel like a victim.
Okay.
Oh goodness,
Just because
Zodiac, she's MAGA for real. Like she's full blown. Like damn, like that's crazy.
Like they're being affected by something doesn't mean that thing doesn't exist, right?
No, it does not.
Okay.
So what do you feel like? Okay, you don't feel like that people that have grown up here and we see things happening. A lot of people don't feel the same way.
Well, I don't really care how people feel, right? I care about like.
Oh, you don't care how they feel, but you're talking about transgenders.
Oh God.
And how they feel, and they can feel that they're a woman.
Well, they don't.
Yeah, I don't. Oh God, it's just the thing is, I think most people can empathize the feeling that people have against trans people, but the problem is they have these strong emotions to a subject that they have the smallest understanding of. Like they don't make any attempts to figure out what being trans is, what they go through, what they deal with, the outcomes, what it's like as a trans child, what it's like to get help and how you sometimes need it, some more than others, and all that shit. And they be like, no, nobody's trans, it's not real, don't touch our kids, blah, 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 all this shit. They don't even understand it. It's just like, oh God, I could never fathom having just such a strong position on something I did not take any time to research.
Feel that they are women, they just are.
Or men or whatever, they can feel like they can be a furry, a cat or a dog.
See?
No, I don't think
it's
people
what
can be
feel
cats or
now.
dogs. No.
So it doesn't have anything to do with science.
No, it has everything to do with science. Gender identity is a neurological concept. It exists in the brain.
What is your, it exists in the brain?
Yes,
okay,
gender identity is a neurological concept, yeah.
A neurological concept. So it's, their neurological concept is not a feeling.
No.
There's a difference. Could you tell me what that difference is?
Sure. when we talk about gender in the neurological sense, we're saying that your brain is hardwired to recognize your sex in a specific way. And some people's brains will be hardwired to be in alignment with their sex, and some people's brains will be hardwired to be in disalignment with their sex.
Okay, so when they have a XY chromosome and a double X chromosome, that doesn't matter anymore.
See,
it's
like,
when you're talking about gender.
Well, that one would matter when we're talking about sex, not when we're talking about gender. If we're talking about sex, sure, your chromosomes matter.
A physiological thing. It's got to do with neuroscience.
Yeah, gender would be a neurosocial concept. Yeah.
Is that dictionary definition of gender now?
Oh, I don't care what the dictionary definition is.
Okay. It is funny because imagine like you just know like this is y'all I see y'all laughing at Iron Zodiac. It's hilarious because like I have a cousin too that's MAGA, and I would just and if I had him call him and try to argue the shit that he says, it would be fucking hilarious. And it's just like I shouts out to your cousin Zodiac because she probably didn't know what she was getting into, and that's just that's what's fucked up about it when they don't know what they're getting into and they're like, hell yeah, I'm gonna defend my position. Oh God.
Why not?
Dictionaries are descriptive, not prescriptive. Dictionaries don't set rules for how languages are supposed to be used.
Yep.
They just tell us how language is used at any given point in time.
People
They're like more like a snapshot of any specific moment.
There is not specific as far as sex is specific.
Well, even if we want to use the dictionary definition makes a distinction between gender and sex as well.
Woo.
Okay, so you think that biological men can have children?
See, that just goes to show that she has no idea what this conversation is about. The idea of what sex and gender is. It's just like, holy shit. You think that a male can have a baby? He literally just said there's a distinction, and she continued to ask that question anyway. It's crazy.
I don't think there's anything such as a biological man. I don't believe man to be a biological thing. I think it's a neurosocial thing, whereas the biological component would be your sex.
Okay.
He's doing this on purpose. He knows that she doesn't understand the way he just made that distinction, so he spoke like that on purpose for her to continue to be confused. I know it.
Right. That's not making a whole lot of sense.
See?
Okay. So, when they say it's the first woman
you know what he's doing.
If Kamala Harris becomes president, what does that mean?
What?
She would be the
first
first person.
A biological woman.
She would be the first person to identify as a woman who is the president.
Hell yeah, Mark.
But she is a woman.
Yeah, I mean, she tells us she is, yeah.
She tells us she is?
Yeah, it's the only way to know if somebody's a woman or not is whether they
You're
tell
not making sense because you're contradicting yourself. You're saying one thing, but then when it's time for a woman to be president, a biological woman, you try to switch it up. And
I don't believe there's any such thing as a biological woman.
There's no such thing. Yes, there is.
No, the category of woman is a social category, not a biological one.
Well, that's in this new age stuff. So we're going to put away with all of that.
New age stuff.
That's how it's always.
Well, things change over time, and when you have an understanding, then you do better. Like when you know shit, you behave better. You react better. You train yourself to fix certain issues because you have more information. So, yes, we did used to think male and female was synonymous with man and woman. But when you understand that gender dysphoria is a thing, being trans is a thing, the reality doesn't match those words perfectly, so you have to adjust. And that's just what it is.
That's one thing. I mean, yeah, no nonsense in this pronoun stuff.
Zodiac, how old is this cousin? She sounds a little bit older. I don't know, of course, but it would be interesting to know how old this cousin is.
You think that it is my obligation as a person that is not thinking that biologically women are not women and men are not men. I'm wrong, and I have to go along with what you say.
You don't have to do anything, but I would think that you are wrong by not doing it. You can exist in the world and be wrong. That's fine. I don't care. But yeah, you don't have to go along with anything. Right?
But
I don't have to believe that the earth is round, but like we all know it is.
I have made the feel on what your level of thinking is, which is outlandish.
Okay.
Y'all, hold on. Somebody here to look at my furnace.
You don't know what that has
second.
to do with anything. It's got.
Oh damn, she is older. I knew it. No matter of fact, I'm gonna let y'all watch it. Sorry.
Got a lot to do with a lot, because we're getting pushed along with all this. Gays are. This is the way it's going to be, and straight people are bad, and it just seems very, very like.
I'm sorry. Who said that straight people are bad?
I mean, we're not saying I don't have any problem with gay people or anything like that, but don't push me where I have to say, well, call me by my pronouns, and then they're going to make it a hate crime if I don't. I mean, what kind of mess is that?
A few things. One, I don't know whoever said straight people are bad. I am straight, so I'm not sitting here saying straight people are bad. I'm a straight. And two, nobody's there. You don't get a hate crime charge for misgendering somebody.
People have gotten fired because they have not misgendered people.
Getting fired because you break an HR policy is not the same as getting arrested for hate crime.
Well, why is it a policy in the first place?
Because they want you to be respectful of other people in the workplace.
Well, how can they be respectful of me if I don't believe in what they're saying?
By not calling you something that you aren't.
Well.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
If my workplace says I have to be respectful of interracial couples, but I don't believe in interracial couples, so when I see one in my job, I'm like, you guys shouldn't be married. Races shouldn't mix. Is it okay if my job fires me?
Anything like that. I would not. That is totally different.
It's not.
You
it's the
try
same
to
thing.
Put this gender thing into the black category or biracial category, and it just simply is not so.
I'm sorry. Are there not black trans people?
There are, and I mean, I feel the same way. I don't see the black people, the black trans talking about, you got to call me him, her, if I'm he, him, or whatever. I mean,
No, but did we not tell white people they had to respect interracial marriages?
Well,
did we not
fine
force
with
that
me.
on?
I mean,
okay, but do you not understand how this is like the same concept? We're forcing people to align with something that's like anti-bigotry.
This is not bigotry. We are talking. If you give them a foot, they'll give them. I mean, we're talking about people that are furries. We're talking about.
We're not talking about furries, by the way.
Where do you draw the line? I mean, come on.
No one's talking about furries, by the way. Just FYI.
Definitely see a black. You can definitely see a couple is biracial. You can't tell if a man is going to identify as a woman. I mean, we've had several problems with people going into the restroom with little girls that said, "Oh, I'm a man today," and then you can change that up anytime you want.
Can you provide me one instance of a trans person going into the restroom with a little girl?
So, you saying these people that identify as whatever they're going to identify, if they have a penis and they have identified as a woman and they have a penis, now women can have penises? It's just not making any sense.
Yeah, some women have penises. Yeah.
Transgenders have penises. Okay.
No, some cisgender women. Some cisgender women.
Or whatever.
Hold on.
We don't want to live.
Ma'am.
I mean, most people do not want to live in a society where people are delusional. This used to be a psychiatric problem not very long ago. It still is. It's very delusional.
Ma'am. Some cisgender women, some women who are born female, have an expressed SRY gene and have a penis. They are born with X
how many
chromosomes.
People that is? Not that many. Okay.
I don't care about the rate of it. It still happens. So if it happens, that means women can have penises, right?
Well, they better have that gene.
Well, yeah, everybody has an SRY gene. It's just about whether it's expressed or not.
Now, some people, are, what they have, the double sex or whatever. And I know some people have two X's and a Y, and some people have two Y's and an X or something like that.
Yes, sexual.
And then some are born with their testicles or born without testicles, and some people are born with both. So I mean, they pick a side.
Yeah, so some people,
and those people,
human sexual
they
development
are
is a very complex thing and is not black and white. Human sexual development represents itself in like hundreds of thousands of different gene variations and
not playing games, okay? Now there has been a lot of estrogen and stuff put in the food and soybeans and stuff that made a lot of men very feminine.
You think that estrogen in the food makes men feminine?
Excuse me?
You think estrogen in the food makes men feminine?
They do put it in there. And a lot of soybeans. Soybeans do cause estrogen in the body.
My question is, do you think this makes people feminine?
It does affect yes. It makes men soy boys. Yes.
I just want you to know there is no scientific evidence of this. It would
there is. It's been a study.
There hasn't.
So estrogen is a feminine hormone. So why wouldn't it?
Feminine hormones just mean that it can possibly give you secondary sexual characteristics.
It makes a lot of beta males.
Hold on. You don't know what you're talking about. So a feminine hormone would just mean, like, when we say something is a feminizing hormone, we just means that it can present you with secondary sex characteristics from the female sex.
Man, I'm missing
not
most
that
of
it
this,
turns
I'm
you
trying
feminine.
to get my furnace fixed.
Right.
Right. I'm saying, yeah, it gives you it makes you a beta male.
What's a beta male?
And that also can make you, when you
Zodiac,
feminine,
she's
like
a flat earther. She's a flat earther too. Oh my God.
A lot of sugar in his tank. Okay, so if he got too much estrogen, he got too much sugar in his tank.
What I'm sorry. What is a beta male?
A beta male is a male that acts a little bit too.
I'll be right back.
Too feminine. Let's say that. Too girly.
Okay, is there something wrong with this? Is there something wrong with men acting feminine?
That's the problem, isn't it?
No. Why would that be a problem?
I mean,
what's the problem?
They stop being more, what is it? I can't remember if it's the left brain or right brain, but women are, I guess we left brain, men are more right brain. It's a little bit, so you want something down. I do like something down the middle, but I mean, we got to come together on this and say, well, enough is enough.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm just wondering. I just feel like you haven't told me what's wrong with a man being feminine.
We are creating a place where it's okay and it's really not okay. All right, and still after gender affirming surgery or whatever, they like years down the line they change their mind. They say, "Oh my gosh, I cut my dick off, and now what am I going to do?"
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to tell me what's wrong with with a man being feminine. I'm just waiting on what's wrong with that.
We don't want man's milk in our babies, okay? Like they're trying to breastfeed now. That makes them feminine.
What are you talking about? Can you just tell me why men cannot be feminine? What's the issue with men being feminine?
What's the issue? Yep. I mean, we have to have people. Men need to be fighting, and women.
Why?
Yeah, we can fight too, okay? But we need our men not to be soy boys.
Wait, Red Dragon, did she say men don't need estrogen? Or men don't have it or something?
Why?
I mean, it's okay to be feminine to a certain point as far as
apparently it's not.
Nursing. Okay,
apparently it's not. You don't
like,
want them to be feminine. You don't want men. It seems like you're pretty anti any type of man that shows any sort of feminine traits, and you can't tell me why.
I don't want my man like a caveman. I'm just like you just going too far. I'm saying the estrogen in the man doesn't make him a little bit more feminine and like soy boy type. You know what I'm saying?
Soy boy.
So men shouldn't just confirming. Men shouldn't. You don't think? Wait, real quick. You don't think men should drink beer then, right?
Just not Bud Light.
Well, beer has estrogen in it. All beer. all beer has estrogen in it. Alcohol in general tends to have estrogen, tends to raise estrogen levels in people. So men shouldn't drink alcohol.
Like it.
It don't seem like
it. It doesn't seem like it. So like you said.
Did you know that estrogen as a hormone can lead to increased aggression? Did you know this?
You know, I have my full research on it, but we can look up what's his name, Alex Jones. He could tell us.
Oh my gosh, bro, Zodiac, she's full blown in the sauce, bro. Like the Kool-Aid is all gone, bro. Like what? She's talking about Alex Jones, bro.
There's something with some frogs. I know they had a study, and they the frogs, because of something, they started mating with each other and all this stuff. The male frogs. It made them females, or turned their sex. So there was a study done.
There's no fucking way! How do you feel about Alex Jones having to pay millions of dollars because he lied about kids getting killed?
And Sandy Hook?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the evidence that he showed of the people being crisis actors was kind of, on point. And not to mention some of the photos that they showed. I'm not saying nobody got killed, but a lot of those people, they have maybe hyped that story up a little bit.
Okay.
And maybe
you think Sandy Hook was overhyped?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. And it was just for entertainment purposes only, as far as I know. And if the families, if they say that happened, who are we to say that it did happen or didn't? Because anything. Well,
Alex Jones got found guilty in a court of law for lying about it, for lying about the crisis actors.
I mean, find people guilty all the time, and they have people in the back room making the thing so. You know what I'm saying? Say it ain't so. I remember we had a news story not too long ago where that was near my hometown, where the lady supposedly got shot and killed. That was a news reporter, and then the man, he was a co-worker or something, shot himself. I don't buy that.
So you just confirming real quick. You don't trust our criminal.
I'm not sure about what's his name, George Floyd. I'm not sure that really happened. Or what's the other girl, Sandra Massey or whatever her name was. I'm not sure really happened.
We have the video of Sandra Massey.
Oh, we got a video. They make deep fake videos all the time. Where have you been? You can't trust anything.
Release the video.
If they're pushing it, something definitely wrong.
Okay, so you don't just confirming. You don't trust the criminal justice system to find anyone guilty, right?
I mean, heck, no, I find that they are using stuff to promote propaganda on certain things and causing people to riot. That's what I think. And another thing is that even though that lady supposedly that got shot in the face, I'm not really sure if that happened.
We have okay. So wait, so when Trump was talking about the lady that was killed by migrants, how do I know that actually happened?
I don't know. Like I said, you can't trust anything.
Okay, so then I should let migrants in because we don't have any proof that they're actually harming the country.
And we don't have proof that Michelle Obama is a woman either. Or whatever you say.
Okay, I just want to confirm one thing. You said earlier that you're black, but you're okay with continuing to spread the theory that black women are men that has been spread for black women since like the dawn of colonization.
Oh, well, so is Megan Fox, and what's that other one? Serena Williams.
Fam, I'm mad. I missed most of this shit, man, because it seemed like y'all is in here having a fucking blast, and I missed it. I didn't expect her to come in here looking at the damn vent, and I missed all the funniness. Damn, and it's going to be over with.
No, that's a man. And then, I mean, there's so many of them. They do it all the time in Hollywood.
It's very interesting when black people promote anti-black rhetoric.
So, Megan.
Wait, what? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm finna go back a little because it seems like y'all are cracking up. I'm going back a little bit. I have to hear something. I missed most of the video.
Even though that lady,
I'm so sorry,
supposedly that got shot in the face, I'm not really sure if that happened.
Wait, who? Wait, what? Is she talking about the black lady that got shot by that white police officer in Illinois? I know.
Promote propaganda on certain things and causing people to riot. That's what I think. And another thing is that even though that lady supposedly that got shot in the face, I'm not really sure if that happened.
Bro, is she talking about the woman that just got shot in Champaign? Is that what she talking about, y'all? I swear to God, bro. If she's saying if that really happened, Zodiac, you have to answer for this. Where are you? This is insane. How far deep in the rabbit hole is she?
We have okay. So wait, so when Trump was talking about the lady that was killed by migrants, how do I know that actually happened?
Oh, good.
I don't know. Like I said, you can't trust anything.
Okay, so then I should let migrants in because we don't have any proof that they're actually harming the country.
And we don't have proof that Michelle Obama is a woman either.
Oh my God!
Or whatever you say.
Okay, I just want to confirm one thing. You said earlier that you're black, but you're okay with continuing to spread the theory that black women are men that has been spread for black women since like the dawn of colonization.
Well, so is Megan Fox, and what's that other one? Serena Williams. I know that's a man. And then I mean, there's so many of them. They do it all the time in Hollywood.
It's very interesting when black people promote anti-black rhetoric.
So Megan, and we already know about Bruce Jenner. Okay.
Well,
a whole bunch of people.
Wait, why did she just lump Bruce Jenner in with biological females? Why did she just do that? What the
like you know, they reverse roles. Men are women.
Zodiac, I don't know if you scarred her, but could you set up a conversation between us? I don't know if this scarred her or not, but I'm not as rude as Jovan. I am not as rude. Jovan, I mean, I'm not even calling him rude, but Jovan again, he'll go there. Could you set up a conversation with me and your cousin, please? I'm speechless. Like,
I mean, men are women and women are men.
Yeah,
okay?
I just need to talk to her about Trump. I just need to talk to her about Trump. I don't even want to do the whole trans stuff. I don't. That would be maybe two separate conversations, if that. But if you can set that up, please. I really would love to talk to this woman because oh gosh,
people promote anti-black rhetoric.
Making people lust after a man and women lust after
All right.
men.
Ma'am, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something, and I want you to hopefully take this to heart. I think that you genuinely might be one of the dumbest people that I've talked to.
Oh no!
Okay.
Like legitimately.
Well, likewise.
Like I haven't heard a single thing out of your mouth that has been a cohesive.
Yeah,
sentence.
Zodiac. I figured.
And
I'm like, you probably traumatized her.
For anyone that has to listen to you ramble for more than 5 minutes at a time.
Gosh, no! Oh my God!
Wow!
Oh no! Yo, like that shit, like it is. It's like Candace Owens, but like, oh, wait, it is like Candace. No, Candace Owens won't say Serena is a man. I don't know. Oh, that is painful. Oh God, I cannot believe how far she was willing to go. Like she. Wise, bro. Most of his debates are kind of like this, but sometimes he'll get into screaming matches with people. He'd be like, no, shut the fuck up, you fucking idiot. Like, he'll do that type of shit. But usually he does get people that's this, like, unhinged and detached from reality, bro. Like, it's just... Oh, man.
What the fuck?
Oh no. Oh man, bro. She is out of there. We finna check in on Rasta. I'm supposed to play a scary game with him. I'm finna see what he doing. Oh, fuck, bro. She is so lost in the sauce. Like, that's scary. Damn. Oh, fuck. Zodiac, shouts to you, man. That was good. And I like y'all, Jovan Bradley's debates are like 9 times out of 10, they're that entertaining. Like, the people that come on there and the shit that they say is just like, oh, and that's like, he said in a video one time, he was like, you know, I could do not professional, but like debates against people like Matt Walsh and shit like that, which I would love to see. But, and of course he said he wouldn't be against it, but debating, like hearing how the average just everyday person thinks is very interesting and very telling, which is how we got fucking Trump in office. It's like, there's regular people with no actual incentive to lie and to make money and whatnot, or for fame and clout and shit. They're just walking through life believing nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just believing utter nonsense with no ulterior motive to it. So it's just like, God damn, y'all really this far gone? Why? How? Like, what? Why are you to the point that you just want to detach yourself from all of reality? To like, how do you get to that point? Like I said, I wasn't a conspiracy theorist, but I believed in some conspiracies back in the day until I realized that I didn't have any proof of anything that I was like falling into, and I was just like, no, bro, this shit don't add up. It just don't. That's why I go hard against it, because I almost went down that route at a point in time. So it's crazy. I'm waiting to see what Rasta talking about. We're supposed to play this scary game, and until then, I do have something else lined up. So this is a guy. He did look like a commentary video essay on DEI and the rise of the modern slur. And I know y'all have seen that meme. I posted that meme a lot. Where a few years ago it was woke. You know, like it was a person that said. They said woke in their brain. They're saying the N word with the hard R. Then a few years ago it was CRT, and then it was the hard R, and now it's DEI, and they're really thinking the hard R.
President Donald Trump and his allies. Over the last week, it has become abundantly clear that when President Donald Trump and his allies use the term DEI, they mean it as a slur, primarily against black people, but they are absolutely willing to include your group too.
DEI is gone. DEI is a crime.
On DEI and the claims that you've made, are you saying this crash was somehow caused and the result of diversity hiring?
We want somebody that's psychologically superior.
Now, black people have been saying this for quite some time, that certain terms are being weaponized against us, terms that may on the surface seem neutral, but are ultimately not neutral at all.
They called you, some critics did, the DEI mayor.
We know how ridiculous that is.
They are, in a very real sense, slurs. But for the sake of clarity, I'll be calling them modern slurs. And that's what I want to talk about in this video. But in order to truly understand the way that modern slurs work, you have to talk about the slur of all slurs in America, the word nigger.
Well, then, get away from the door.
Nigger.
This is the rise and hopefully fall of the modern slur. Let's dig in. This video is sponsored by Ground News. More on that later. I made a full video on the N-word that you should absolutely watch next, but I want to revisit this word from a different perspective. A question that I've had for some time is why the N-word is so bad. I know how it made me feel when bigots online or on video games or in person have used it against me. But the question is, how did this word, this slur, come to be so particularly infamous in America? Well, the answer is actually very simple. It was intended to be that way. A little backstory. And I'm gonna go ahead and warn you that I will be saying the N-word a lot in this video.
Why is this word used so frequently?
So go ahead, just brace yourself, turn the volume
I
all the
wonder
way
if
up.
that white dude was just trying to get credit, or not credit, get recognition on the news and stuff, or he really like felt like he didn't know why the word was used and why he couldn't use it. Like, I don't believe he was too old to be that ignorant.
You know, in public, no headphones.
I've used it. Nigga.
that, you know, nigga, please, nigga, you know, can you lend a nigga a pencil?
Etymologists believe that the word nigger was derived from an English word neger that was itself derived from negro, the Spanish word for black, as in the color. And I think this is important because the word did not have a negative connotation originally. We're gonna come back to that a little bit later. This word was at one time across multiple cultures, spellings, and pronunciations, simply a descriptor of an African person, a person with darker brown skin. We can have a deeper conversation about whether or not black was even the appropriate term to call these folks who are very obviously brown, but this is coming from a group of people who began to call themselves white. So color perception was not their strength. But according to Randall Kennedy, by the late 1830s, the term had become a familiar and influential insult, a slur. We actually know this because in 1837, Hosea Easton, a free black man in New England, was one of the first intellectuals to write about the word this way. He said, is an opprobrious term employed to impose contempt upon black people as an inferior race. The term itself would be perfectly harmless were it used only to distinguish one group from another, but it is not used with that intent. It flows from the fountain of purpose to injure. And this is the key. The word was at one point just a descriptor, but through an intentional effort to make it something else, it became the N-word that we know today. The history of this word is bloody. To be a is to, in the mind of the bigot, deserve dehumanization, lynchings, terrorization, bombings, mob violence. For the white racist and those that love them had this coming.
What white people have to do is try to find out in their own hearts why it was necessary to have a nigger in the first place. Because I'm not a nigger, I'm a man. But if you think I'm a nigger, it means you need it. The question you got to ask yourself, the white population of this country has got to ask itself, if I'm not the nigger here, and you invented him, you, the white people, invented him, then you got to find out why.
But as they do, times changed. The success of the civil rights movement meant that being overtly bigoted wasn't okay anymore. The use of terms like in this new polite society would get you fired, require an apology tour, and mark you as a person outside of the mainstream for the rest of your days. Kind of.
I is what I is, and I'm not changing.
And as a result, I think that people started to believe that racism was either a thing of the past or something that would altogether die off once all the old, stuck-in-their-ways bigots went to their graves. Which is a nice idea, quaint even. But that isn't how the world works. Racist ideas are routinely rebranded into something more palatable for every generation. And the current DEI discourse is exactly that. DEI, or diversity, equity, and inclusion, describes programs, policies, and practices that are designed to make environments, usually workplaces or educational institutions, more fair and welcoming to folks who have been historically excluded from those institutions. Think black people, women, veterans, immigrants, folks with disabilities, queer people. I have my critiques of diversity, equity, and inclusion, mainly that, ironically, it poses no significant threats to the status quo, precisely because it is designed to uphold and serve the status quo. But to be abundantly clear, DEI is an objectively good thing, and the people who stand to benefit from it the most are the highly qualified professionals who would otherwise be overlooked by poor hiring and recruitment practices.
Thank you. Like, I don't, like, for those that know my content, like the people that be in the fucking comments of my videos when I talk about DEI, they just think they're like, let me hire a black person that's unqualified. It's like, bitch, that's not what's happening, bro. Stop lying. You're fucking lying. That's not what's happening. Or you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, which is any MAGA supporter usually doesn't know what they're talking about.
The reality is that you wouldn't need DEI if workplaces were hiring based on merit and not nepotism in the first place. And yet, the federal government is taking steps to make DEI illegal. And all of this comes on the heels of a years-long effort to demonize diversity, equity, and inclusion programs as a handout for black people, for women, and queer folks. And this is where the modern slur comes into play. There was a time when DEI was simply the shorthand acronym for diversity, equity, and inclusion, a harmless descriptor. But DEI has become a word unto itself for these people. And that word is intended as a modern slur.
Yeah,
modern slurs serve...
and that's what's fucked up. It's like they literally act like they don't know what they're doing when they be saying that shit. Like they know exactly what they're talking about when they pretend like they use DEI every time they want to refer to a black person or a woman, depending on whatever the circumstance is. But if it's ever a white man, it's never DEI, ever.
Two purposes, but before I share those,
it's not. It can't. A black person can't just maybe drop the ball. It's because they're a DEI hire.
I think this is a good time to tell you about today's sponsor, Ground News. Ground News, the world. If you go to Ground QR code, because
I can't do it.
Sexes, it's been covered. Equity and inclusion. For example, conclusion that they're just 15 supported by getting your news.
Ground News sponsorships be the longest ones, bro. I swear.
Ground News. First, they give plausible deniability to bigots. For many folks, especially those in the media, the N-word is this uncrossable line in the sand on the beach of racist slurs. Do something racist plus say the N-word and you are a clear-cut bigot. Do something racist and you didn't say the N-word and things are debatable. Modern slurs do the work of approximating the denigrating power of the N-word without the user ever having to say the N-word, thus allowing them to speak with dog whistle clarity to their group, aka the people who know what they're really saying, while providing just enough deniability against the accusations of people who intrinsically know what they mean. This is what Dr. Ian Haney Lopez describes as dog whistle politics, a way for politicians and public figures to signal to their base while maintaining just enough distance to deny accusations of bigotry.
Dog whistle politics? What's that? Let me give you some examples.
But that's why when I was reacting to when Piers and them was on that show and they kept saying it, I'm like, all you're doing is showing that you're a bigot. That's it.
Infamous example is Ronald Reagan campaigning in 1980 and complaining about welfare queens. Now, welfare queen, the term doesn't mention race on its surface. It's code. Nevertheless, the term conjures race. It conjures race in terms of the image of a poor African-American woman abusing the welfare system. And it conjures race in terms of who's being abused, the taxpayers, who implicitly are white.
Okay, so that's purpose number one of modern slurs, deniability. But purpose number two, I think, is more sinister and more important. Modern slurs trick well-meaning moderates into normalizing the language of bigotry. When I say that modern slurs are designed to trick well-meaning moderates into participating in bigotry, this is what I mean. When Trump and the far right says DEI or CRT or woke as a pejorative,
all of the words that was in that meme, woke, CRT, and DEI,
mean. There are no doubt a couple of other slurs that woke as a pejorative, they mean. There are no doubt a couple of other slurs that I think could be swapped in for this one, but let's keep it simple. When they get you to say DEI as a pejorative, they know that you may or may not mean. But it doesn't matter because they mean it as a slur, and they've already done the work to closely associate the term DEI with the idea of undeserving black people or undeserving women or queer people. So you are knowingly or unknowingly helping to normalize their framing of the term. I actually saw a lot of this online just a couple of weeks ago during the Pete Hegseth confirmation. People were routinely calling him a DEI hire. And even if they meant it as a tongue-in-cheek kind of thing, I think in a way they were helping to normalize the right-wing framing of this term by essentially saying that this undeserving person was getting a job entirely because of their race and their gender. Modern slurs help racist ideas rebrand into something more palatable for every generation while maintaining the systems, roadblocks, stigmas, and assumptions that keep society unequal. Historical examples truly abound. When the institution of slavery was no longer fashionable, it was rebranded into a colorblind justice system, where slavery was given a convenient loophole in the 13th Amendment, except as a punishment for crime. In key ways, America swapped the yucky term slave for the more acceptable term criminal, and black bodies have been over-criminalized ever since, allowing the country to celebrate the moral high ground of emancipation while simply engaging in slavery by another name. Going forward 100 years after the Civil Rights Movement, Jim Crow terrorism was rebranded into more palatable terms like the war on crime and gerrymandering. But what was the war on crime? It was state-sanctioned violence against black people predominantly, but marginalized communities more broadly. What is gerrymandering except for the dilution and disenfranchisement of people's votes, usually black people. We use these terms not because they mean something different from the very injustices that people like MLK and Medgar Evers were fighting against. We use them because they are more palatable. They don't make us feel bad, and more importantly, they don't make us look like bad people. Today, the terms woke and DEI and CRT are being used to train a brand new generation into devaluing the ideas and social contributions and presence of black people specifically
what you doing
and
right now?
marginalized groups more
You ready?
broadly. At the beginning of this video, I mentioned that we talk about the rise and hopefully the fall of the modern slur. And I mentioned the fall because I think that there is a solution to this problem. Truthfully, I think it's very simple. Only use these terms when you intend to convey their original meaning. When you say CRT, mean a complex academic and legal framework designed to interrogate the role of race and racism in society and policy. When you say wokeness, do so as a way to express an awareness that systems of marginalization are everywhere and affect everything, and we can't afford to sleep while our rights are being compromised. When you say DEI, mean diversity, equity, and inclusion. Mean anti-segregation. Mean that your workplace or university has been a historically white and male institution, and that interrupting that trend is a good thing. What I'm saying is disrupt the way that bigots are co-opting language and creating new slurs by any means necessary.
Yeah, I figured you were still
I think I'm
alive.
gonna call it there. All of that I just said is what I think, but please tell me.
Yeah, I'm ready when you are, bro. So, while bro getting ready, how many of y'all in here have y'all seen Destiny's the little bit that he said yesterday about the lawsuit? For those that's still in here and interested, have y'all seen what he said? Because if y'all haven't, we could play the his statement, or we could watch another Jovan debate while bro get ready for this game. Because y'all seem to really like the Jovan debate. Modern Day Debate had some good debates this past few days ago. Nada. Wait, what? Why? So I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. You said nada. I was saying. I don't know if you. I was saying, y'all want to look at another Jovan debate or a Destiny statement from yesterday? Oh, Destiny from yesterday. Okay, I'm assuming that's what you're talking about because you said you're curious. Okay, so we're going to play his statement from yesterday. The little bit he said. He's supposed to be going live. Of course, I don't know what time. But I was just live when he generally goes live, and I was going to see if he was going to go live and speak on the shit. All right, I got you, Watts.
We're drawing any info or statements today? Yeah, well, I'm just waiting for a few more people to roll in so I don't have to repeat myself 50 billion times. Can you go all the way, or are you still limited? Well, I'm significantly less limited now, but I have to, I mean, I fired off I wrote up a huge thing over the past few days, which I wonder if that's what motivated them to file so quickly, for presenting my side of things. But now that everything's filed, now I have way more. There's one huge reason why I haven't said anything that nobody was able to put together, which is understandable, I guess, because it's a little unintuitive, but now that doesn't matter, so I guess. You wanted to give the other side enough rope to hang themselves to commit a narrative? No, basically, I guess it's enough. I'll go over a little bit, but I can't. I just want to make sure my legal dude sign off on everything. I ended up writing up a big thing. So here, this is like the big issue, okay? There are 3 big reasons, I think, generally, why you don't talk much about a court case before it goes to, before it actually, like, it goes to trial or is filed or whatever, okay? 2 of these are very intuitive, or at least you hear them repeated so often, but there's a third one that's far less intuitive. So the first one is obviously you run the risk of saying something incriminating, which is you don't want to do that because anything you say or do can be used against you in court, blah, blah, blah. And even in a civil case, that theoretically anything you say can show up. So sometimes people might admit to a crime or say things that could cause for further cause of action or whatever, right? So that's like the very obvious one. The second one was the second thing that's at issue in this particular case is that Pixie made an unbelievably unhinged Substack. The problem was, while we were negotiating pre them filing anything, it's hard to say this without doing like the whole story. Oh, no, there was a second intuitive one. I'm sorry. Now that as I run through this, I remember. The second issue is that if you say a whole bunch of stuff publicly and you attack the other person, you make them less likely to want to actually settle anything, because part of the advantages of pretrial settlements are non-disclosure agreements, non-disparagement clauses, and these are things that you have as kind of like negotiating tools, basically. But if you blurb everything publicly and everything goes public, then it's like, okay, well, I mean, what's the incentive to settle anything, right? The third one was, the third issue was that the Substack that Andrea wrote was so unbelievably unhinged that the only possible way I would have agreed to settle anything would have been she had to retract like 80% of that. But the issue is that I don't know if there's any world where she ever would have been willing to, because it makes her look so bad. But I think the issue is that she maneuvered herself into like a totally unfuckable position where like the situation was just so screwed up that she's looking for me to try to settle something, but she's already inflicted maximum possible damage on me. So like they filed a lawsuit today, but it's like, okay, like all of these claims, actually worse than the claims in the lawsuit, have already been made publicly and alleged against me in her Substack. So I have little incentive to settle anything. She's put herself like in an impossible position where she can't.
Watts, wait until you hear how much she asked for, bro. He's gonna say it. Wait.
She can't like do anything because she would have to walk back from so much. And the issue is, so then getting into this, people are like, why didn't you say anything? Why haven't you said you're innocent, or why haven't you blah, blah, blah? The reason why I haven't said anything is because as soon as I start clarifying on my end, remember how we said in court, you can't introduce character evidence to attack a defendant, but you can introduce character evidence to attack somebody who's provided character evidence to defend themselves. The issue then is that for me to argue my side here would be just, it's going to be really, really, really rough on the other side. So if I start publicly explaining things, it destroys her ability to make any kind of salvageable public statement. And then so there's been like 3 phases.
So it sounds like he was trying to. I watched this already, but saying my thoughts out loud, I think that what he's saying is if he starts defending himself, it leaves less room for her to defend herself and for him to defend himself following that. So it's just like he wanted to leave room for her to salvage her reputation while him being able to still salvage his, if they want to agree to move past this whole situation.
Me basically not being able to chat about any of this. So the first phase was, obviously, I don't want to publicize the leaks because, and I don't give a f what anybody says in this, I am a victim in this. Unarguably, the largest victim. I was the target of this, and I've been the one the most horribly impacted.
And that's crazy. That's what people kind of. It's weird because I fully understand how he violated Pixie, and that shit ain't cool at all. Like I feel like we too old for doing shit like that. Like if I was single and I was recording myself with women, I just don't see myself at my age sending it to even to the guys to be like, look at this, or I mean, that's not my fetish though. So there's a thing that people like to see, people they're interested in have sex with other people. That's not my thing. So I guess I don't understand that dynamic for people that like that fetish, but it seems immature. But nonetheless, that's something that he clearly likes. So if you like it, you have to make sure that it's okay with the people you're sending it to. Granted, most people that have ever probably done this don't ask for the people's permission because they don't think anything's going to happen if they feel they can trust the person that they're sending it to. When you show your guys your sex tapes, like, bro, look at that ass. Like, whatever. Like, when you do it to, like, we've done it when we was younger. Like, you show the guys a woman that you don't care about, for real. You know what I'm saying? But we was younger, and two, you don't think that it's going to get leaked to the world. But when you're at Destiny's stature and you're as sexually active as Destiny, that should have been the first thought. Like, you should not have thought like you were going to get away with this. Not get away with this, but you should have thought like this could potentially backfire on me because I'm Destiny. Therefore, I need to watch what the fuck I'm doing. And he failed to do that, which is a fault of his, which he should be held accountable for. Now, with all that being said, he was the target of this leak, and he was the most heavily impacted from this leak. So people are ignoring it as if Destiny was like, fuck this, I'm just sending out news, and if it get leaks, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I get it why it's like, I'm not saying everybody does it, but even if you haven't, you may not have, but I don't know, but you've never had a guy show you like a girl he was fucking with, like, bro, like I maybe you haven't, but shit, maybe we just some dirty ass niggas over here. But I've seen tapes and pictures of women that weren't sent to me. Like, I honestly have. I'm not gonna sit here and act like that's something that's never happened in my life before. I've shown guys videos and pictures of women that sent me stuff that was only meant for me. I didn't send it. I can't say. I don't remember. We've been a long way with cell phones. So I probably did it on the flip. But you know what I'm saying? I've shown my friends stuff that was only meant for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's happened before, and I'm not condoning the behavior. I'm saying that it's something that we engage in, but people want to pretend to have this moral high ground that's above anything and everybody else because their business isn't on Front Street. So they're pretending like they just don't understand how anybody could come to this type of action and behavior when it's behavior that people engage in. And now it's not okay. It's just not. But it is behavior. Yeah. Of course, just not me. Yeah. So you haven't shown your stuff, but you've seen stuff that wasn't intended for you, that's the point. Like, maybe you don't personally do it. But so it's just like people pretending like this is just unheard of behavior is weird to me. But on Destiny's status, he should have been way more cautious, period. Yeah, Destiny should have been way more cautious of this. But he's also a victim. So, and he was the target of Destiny's the name in all of this stuff, but the person leaked everything. They didn't care about the casualties involved. And now Pixie is just, she's a victim of this and now has to deal with what happened after. So, yeah, women put us in a group. Yeah, like, honestly, when I've ever, like, as a man, I've sent dick pics. Before I sent it, I thought that it could end up in a group chat. Like, I never at any point thought that, like, this woman is going to keep my picture forever and nobody will ever see it under any circumstance. That was never a thought in my mind, ever. So it's just like, I'm not saying Pixie should have known better. I'm not saying that because especially with women, they think differently. And apparently she's had conversations about Destiny where she wasn't comfortable with, her sexual experience and whatnot. But I personally, I'm not putting this on Pixie, but I know when I sent dick pics, I was like, there's a chance this could end up in a group chat. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is true too. Like, women put niggas in group chats. I've heard it before. Like, women say, yeah, we be sent. Like, it's just not unheard of.
So, one, I don't want to publicize my own leaks, but also, out of respect for other people involved, I don't want to publicize their leaks, so I don't talk about any of it. The second part was, her saying that she was literally suicidal and that if her parents ever found out, she would kill herself. So obviously, I don't want to talk about it then as well. And then the third part was for pre-trial stuff after she'd made her statement. Well, now if I start explaining my side of things, now she's in an even more like completely position trying to make any sort of pre-trial joint statement with me to settle anything. So the situation in terms of my ability to say anything prior to her filing an actual complaint has been nada, because I'm either going to cause her to kill herself, okay, or I'm going to cause her to have to be so for her litigation posture that now she'll either kill herself or whatever. I don't know. So this has been like the most irritating and annoying part about all of this, I think. There's like a lot of like specifics that we can dive into, but like I said, I shot off I made a, I don't know if you call it a manifesto. Probably shouldn't call it manifesto, because now everything I say is going to show up in either in a court doc or in trial, I guess. But
I mean, we could just do. I feel like that lag be on Discord. I feel like it'd be excuse me, the latency on Discord. Like if you screen share, I feel like the latency is pretty annoying if you screen share. But I feel like that's the best option we got.
I don't understand. Shouldn't you be focusing on self-survivability over her feelings? Kind of. So I'm trying to think of how to say this so that it doesn't sound like the worst thing ever. Like, in a way, our destinies are intertwined.
No, he does not.
Because let's say that I go. The issue is that in my mind,
at least
and who knows,
I don't know. I don't know why. Do you have headliners? I don't want to. No. He. I don't think he don't game on PC. He just play game on PS5.
Could be wrong. Maybe some magical stuff will happen in court or whatever, and who knows. In my mind, the worst stuff for me was always the PR stuff. So after she made her Substack, at that point, like this is the maximum amount of damage that I can suffer.
Wait, was we doing headliners or Amenti? Because I thought we was doing Amenti, but if we doing headliners, that's fine. I thought I was gonna watch you do Amenti. If we playing headliners, yeah, we could just hop at Discord. We used to if we're playing one player, we used to screen share on Discord. But if we both playing headliners, we just gonna have our separate perspectives. I didn't know you gamed on PC, Watts. I thought you said you was always gonna do console because you don't want to overload your PC. I didn't know you had games on PC. Oh, I'm tweaking. You what on your 24-hour stream? You was playing emulated games. I'm tweaking. I thought you had said you don't. I think you said you wasn't gonna fully go. I think you said you wasn't gonna fully go PC, right? I guess that's what it was. But I forgot you did play emulated games on that 24-hour stream.
Like it's been a lot of reputational damage, a lot of direct financial harm, a lot of indirect financial harm. Reputational harm.
Okay, you just asking. Yeah, I don't think Watts has it headliners, but yeah, if you're doing a Menti, just screen share it with me on Discord.
Relationship harm, friendships, whatever. So at that point, what is the point of me clarifying anything publicly? Like even if I have like the perfect statement, like there's already been irreparable harm suffered.
I feel you, Watts. Yeah.
Well, okay, let's say that I make a statement.
But I feel like your shit better than mine, and if I can do it, you can do it, sir. Like, I feel like you probably have a better GPU than me. So, I got a 1080. So, I'm sure yours is better. And if it is, you could do both.
Let's say that I clarify to the best of my ability everything on my end, but
I do it. I stream, record. No, to be fair, I don't even know, since I've just recently started recording and streaming at the same time, just recently, but worst case scenario, if you're streaming and playing at the same time, just don't record. And once the VOD saves after your stream, then just rip the video from YouTube and then you have it. So you're not having to do it at the same time. If you think you can't do it all. And yes, it could very well be Streamlabs, bro. Because I'll tell you right now, Watts, Rasta actually uses Streamlabs too, and he's had more issues than we've had with OBS. That's why I like OBS. It seems to have less bullshit than Streamlabs.
As a result of those clarifications.
Oh yeah, see, there you go, Watts. He does all three at the same time too. So, you know, I think it could. I don't know. I think you got better than the TI. I'm almost certain you do. 1080, but. I mean, I don't know what your CPU is or your RAM, you know, all that play into it. So it could be the Ram. I don't know. I don't know your specs, but I feel like whatever you working with better than what I'm working with.
I destroy her character. And then let's say that the tides turn, and let's say overwhelmingly, or let's say the majority of people are like, yeah, okay, I think Steven's position was a lot more fair here than what was being represented. And then she kills herself. Well, now I'm still because now I'm like, okay, well, all right, yeah, okay, well, I'm not gonna say much about that. Now I'm completely fucked, right? So I'm like as soon as people start like threatening suicide, now I'm like I'm boxed in and fucked, like in every single fucking area. I don't know how many of these are public yet. I've got screenshots of everything. Obviously, we'll see how much I can talk about, but like,
I don't know what was said.
Like Andrea is literally having conversations where she's literally saying, depending on Steven's response for this, I'll decide like if I have to go nuclear or not. And but don't worry, like I won't kill myself over the holidays because I don't want to make people's like holidays feel bad.
Damn, bro, yeah, you can do all three. I don't know. Well, bro said he do all three on Streamlabs. Rasta, I didn't know you was recording at the same time too. If you do all three and you could do it, Watts, you definitely could do it. Cause you got 2080 Super, you definitely could do it. I don't know, it could be Streamlabs, I don't know, but shit, maybe you got a more powerful. Maybe you do your shit in 4K or something. I don't know. You got your shit in 4K,
and it's like holy fucking shit. Like, well, what the fuck? And then when the demand is $500,000 to $1 million, it's like, wait, what the fuck? And it's getting higher like every single time she talks to somebody.
Switch,
I'm like, wait, excuse me? This is because
Well, shorts is different. He's talking about like streaming for like 3 hours while playing the game while recording. A short is different.
I don't know. It's just like, isn't this extortion?
Unless you recorded the
I'm not
entire
gonna say that
thing
because
as
that would be a crime. And I'm.
But the ratio for a short is less taxing than was it not 10? Whatever the ratio is for like the video size. You start dropping frames. Damn. It could be Streamlabs, bro. I don't know.
Because I'll look at my lawyer on that. But you know, if you read the elements of it, it gets pretty close to it. And by close to it, I mean, yeah. But after she got a lawyer involved, and then we started negotiating back and forth, after we started going back and forth, her first demand letter to me was for a total apology. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, Watts, he's finna say how much she asked for.
She wanted a formal written apology from me, immediate cessation of the further disclosure and dissemination of images, which are all hosted on another website, by the way, and then reimbursement of legal fees, and then at least $15 million in compensation.
Bro, I am by no means trying to diminish how agonizing and frustrating and how bad Pixie feels and how frustrating this could be and how traumatizing this whole ordeal is. Like I can only imagine, especially for somebody that young, to and who clearly has let it be known that she's not like comfortable in the space she's in this situation. But $15 million for this is crazy. Yes, when you talk about like a man like violating a woman physically, like I don't know if there's an amount that can recoup what that experience could be. But this isn't comparable to being physically taken advantage of by another person. Like, I don't even think there's a number I could put on what that trauma could feel like to you. And 15 million don't even feel like enough for that. But for what has transpired, $15 million is insane. And I will say that and stand behind it. Most people will never see $15 million in their life total. And this experience, people would trade to have for what she's dealing with. I would deal with that if you gave me $200,000. Link my shit. Like, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to diminish what happened. Like, and I'm a man, so it could be different. But damn, 15 million is crazy. And watch, and you know, continue. Wait, is more.
That. This is a racket. This whole thing has been a racket. So now that it's filed, I guess we'll see what happens.
Hey, wait. Hey, look at the chat after he says the number if you haven't seen it anymore. If you wasn't looking.
At least $15 million in compensation.
Look what the chat does. Look at the chat.
This is a racket. This whole thing has been a racket. So now that it's filed, I guess we'll see what happens pre-trial. We'll see what happens if it goes to trial. In terms of like being allowed to share stuff or any of those claims, hopefully I can talk about that tomorrow, but those are going to get like, that's going to be ugly. but I'm waiting to see what my advice of counsel is in terms of saying anything about that. So yeah, that's all. That's what we'll, that's where I'll be for now. And then hopefully tomorrow I can say more about it, but we'll see. But I mean, obviously, if we do go the full court route, then this is like 12 to 18 months potentially of whatever.
What's crazy? You talking about the 15 mil?
So obviously I can't wait for, you know, a year plus to make any statements about it. So
that's crazy. And I don't know if you know the context, Rasta. Basically, he had sex with a girl and recorded it consensually. She knows it was recorded. He sent it to another girl because they have a kink of watching the person they're trying to talk to have sex with other people. And he sent it, as far as we know, without asking the girl he was with to send it. As far as we know, he didn't get her permission to send it. So he sent it, and that girl he sent it to, she got hacked by her ex-boyfriend and leaked it on the internet. And now she's traumatized, understandably, by the whole ordeal. And now she's suing Destiny for sending it unconsensually, even though he wasn't the one that made it public to the internet. Okay, Rasta, you got an idea. Okay. I didn't cover this much because it's too much background.
If ever something like this was leaked about me, I would be close to suicidal too. Yeah, you know, that could be a thing. One of the toughest parts about this for me is I've had to piece together like so much from stuff that's
Rasta,
like leaked from other people.
I'm ready when you are, though.
Ordinarily, when I'm going to do like manifesto stuff, I guess, or when I'm writing up big stuff, usually I have access to a whole bunch of different people, a whole bunch of different logs, a whole bunch of different stuff, so I can like sort through and figure out, okay, well, what the happened? What's the story? But for this, obviously, ever since Andrea made her first like Substack, well, now I'm like public enemy #1. Nobody talks to me. Everybody's in like Gisticles, like rehab server or Kiwi Farms, and they're all spreading around like the most insane stories. So I have like literally 2 people I can talk to. So I can only go by other stuff that I see leaked, and I have an idea in my mind in terms of like, okay, well, what do I think is happening here? And I have like decently strong intuitions about what's happening. But then a few days ago, for the first time, I actually watched, because everything was so cringe, but I actually watched some of the videos that were posted about this. And I will say, I don't want to say it feels good. That sounds weird. But a lot of the intuitions that I had were way, 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 way more on.
Yeah, the fucked up part about it, bro, is that is the fucked up part about it is that nobody cares about the dude that leaked it. They just care about Destiny for sending the video, which was fucked up for sure. But they don't care about the dude that leaked it. It's probably because he's a nobody. He's not like a content creator or anything. So that's what's fucked up.
On the ball than I thought, and there are so many other logs that I wish I had access to. So, like for instance, because this is just insane.
Every single one of Trump's picks is getting accepted. Nobody got denied. Fucking, I don't know if we got a Tulsi Gabbard decision yet, but RFK got accepted. Fucking Linda McMahon probably gonna get accepted now. Kash Patel got accepted. What the fuck, bro? Oh my God. Excuse me. Holy shit. Shit annoying. Oh my
God. Gang, so.
Yo.
No, I'm about to go. You heard? What's good, gang?
What's good?
Yeah. I'm about to share screen with you now. It's a PC game, so.
Y'all, we taking it back to the roots, y'all. Me and Rasta we ain't co-streamed.
Bro, it's been a year.
Yeah.
It's been a year, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. So while you're sharing the screen, you just can you record?
Yeah, I'm recording right now.
Okay, baby. I'm still stream. I can get it back later, but I want to get your POV with both of us. Okay, bet. All right. Oh, hold on. My bad. Make sure. All right, chat.
Okay.
Y'all know I don't do this shit.
Okay.
Y'all know I don't do this shit, but we about to do this motherfucking shit for my motherfucking birthday, baby. We ain't scared of shit today, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. Egypt's Pyramids of Giza, 1979. Hey, just let me know if you having any issues, bro.
Everything looks smooth so far.
All right, bet. All right, Chad, let's turn it up. Today is the most important day of my life. By tomorrow, I could be hailed as the bravest photographer or the most foolish history. What the fuck? Okay, that makes sense.
So the goal is you in here to take pictures?
Yeah. I guess so. All right, somebody with me? I want to photograph Rudiman's remains. I'm terrified, but I won't let fear stop me. This is my chance to make history. I don't think I want to make history better, man.
One of my chatters said it's his birthday too. Shout out to y'all.
Word? Yeah. Shout out to my boy, birthday twin.
Happy birthday to Brickashaw. Happy birthday.
Brickashaw. Hey, shout out to you, my boy. Tell him to drop the year in the chat so I can know. I want to know who old.
He said drop a year in the chat.
All right, so look. There's some beautiful pyramids, y'all.
I was gonna say these graphics is nice, bro.
$7 game.
Yeah, this is nice.
$7 game.
It's probably unreal. Right. It's probably unreal.
Okay, so I think I can run though. Is that running?
I wish I could. I can't make this full screen. I'm trying to make it full screen.
Okay, so we got a couple pyramids. It's just amazing how they even constructed any of this shit.
Yeah,
how do they get these heavy things at the top?
I still I haven't dug as deep as I wanted to, but I have been looking into
who the fuck out here playing the bass so low. God, they relax.
Pyramids.
These pyramids were built by humans. I find that hard to believe.
We just talking about that.
Right. What the fuck? Get out my brain, bro. I swear I'm holding run. But I mean,
they probably just you probably can't run yet.
Okay, makes sense. All right, bet. All right, let's go ahead and get through. We're gonna find this picture, man. We got to get his money.
So
you gotta get his money. Oh, this shit. Hold on, this shit kind of dark.
Yeah, boy. It's supposed to be. Nah, nigga. No, I'm playing. If you can't see, you can't see.
Boy, no man.
You turn that field of view up.
Eyes.
You can turn your field of view up. So you can see more. I mean, that's not gonna help with the light, but yeah.
No. That makes sense. Hey, what time y'all boys getting rounds? I know this off subject.
He said 5:30 my time. 6:30. I think that's 6:30 your time.
Okay, I don't see nothing for brightness, so I might just be cooked. All right, bet. We back. It's supposed to be dark.
Yeah, 6:30 your time.
All right, bet. Do I got a flashlight? Okay. Okay, we got these little lights on the ground. Okay, so we about to go ahead and find this remains, I guess, to take a picture of it.
Was that your phone or the game?
It just vibrated. Did you hear it vibrate?
Yeah, that was your phone or the game?
Oh, this was my phone.
Oh, I was like, it's just
My
scared me
bad.
if it was the game.
I'm like, damn, now you get scared already.
Because just random ass vibration threw me off.
It's all good, man. My bad, man. It's all good, man. All right, the game is saved. All right, y'all, we good, man. We good, man. Oh, shit. Fuck, Pre-Wee. She wanted to see this.
Oh, I can message.
Okay. Yeah, do that right quick. Okay, bet. So we gotta look around. We didn't get no flashlight at night. What is going on? My stomach hurt. Okay, so the danger of death. Enter at your own risk. This tomb contains confined spaces that may cause discomfort for those with claustrophobia. Oh my God, I'm claustrophobic. Oh my God.
Dead ass?
I don't know, but I might be.
I mean, you think you... I was finna explain and I just realized what you said. He said, I don't know, I might be.
Okay, it's not good. Come on, we good, man.
I was wondering if people that's really claustrophobic, will it affect them in a game? That's
hey, man, look, get them a warning now. Hey, I'm trying to stay positive. Yeah, you feel me? You know me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm already by a flip. That's all good, man. Come on. Look at this flashlight, man. Oh, this is not a flashlight. Take photos of stuff that's interesting. Okay.
Was that like a test or they did that?
No, I did it.
Okay. Damn, these graphics is fucking nice.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself for a second so I don't disturb your chat. So I was talking to somebody in my chat.
Oh, let me see. Good, bro.
Tron, we did a lot, man. We covered the MTR addressed Myron, you know what I'm saying? We watched a DEI explanation video. Iron Zodiac gave us this fire video of he had his cousin debate Jovan Bradley.
It won't let me go no further. I'm about to back up for a second.
He didn't. He had his 52-year-old cousin who's MAGA and a flat earther and conspiracy theorist.
I'm telling you what.
That
I'm about to take a picture of this shit.
She didn't know what she was getting into, and he had her debate Jovan Bradley, which is a commie. He's a great debater. He's really good at debating, and he's a commie though. And it was hilarious. It was fucking hilarious. I didn't even get to see all of it because I had to get up and move around and shit. And now my boy Rasta, it's his birthday, and we playing this thriller, this scary game. It's gonna probably be a lot of jump scares and shit.
Oh what the fuck?
Yeah, this giving me Depart vibes, bro.
Oh nah, we Gucci, man. We Gucci. We got a light generator back.
Oh
my God!
See, I told you about Depart as soon as I said it. That's what the fuck happened. Come on, man, you gotta play.
We good. I'm here.
Yeah, it's some good stuff, Tron. It's some good stuff.
Okay. This place has some more photography subjects. So this dude ain't gonna say nothing about what just happened.
Right? Right? How do I want? Yeah. Is there any indication of what you should be taking a picture of, or you just snapping these?
I'm just snapping like shit that's in the light. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
that's smart. Yeah.
What I would think you would take pictures of.
That's smart. What's in the light?
What happened to the light? What's going on here?
What happened to the light?
What the fuck going on? Where am I supposed to be going? I guess I'm going over here.
Wait, is it an opening to your right? Is it?
I'm not sure. I was just guessing on this picture. Okay, we good.
Is that a No, okay. I didn't know if you were supposed to slide through there or some shit.
Now we gotta turn the light on.
Ooh,
that ain't gonna scare me no more.
To make that shit loud.
All right.
Did that just open up or was been open?
I could have sworn somebody was with me in the car.
That was open already, this section?
No, it just lit up.
Oh, shit.
It lit up. No light. What do I do?
Look around. I see you.
Okay.
Wait, what happened? Did you move the camera?
No, bro, this shit is... I didn't do anything. Okay, I gotta hit the thing again. So good. This little malfunction, you know what I'm saying? Turn this shit on, man. Come on, stop playing with me. All right, y'all about to piss me off.
And you still can't run, right?
I don't know what that noise is.
Whoa!
Oh, who was that? Who was that?
Oh shit! Yeah.
Who was that?
Yeah. I saw that shit. There go your light. You got a flashlight.
Finally.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
Finally. Oh man, I'm getting tense. All right, babe, we got a little flashlight on. I don't know. I turned the bitch on now. I guess it just stay on now from this point. It's all good. I think it is a door here somewhere. Oh, maybe not. Here we go. Okay, so this obviously we gotta go right there. The music don't got quiet on the nigga. Okay, let me keep walking so I can stay calm. Okay, so I need the eye of something. No, okay. Fuck it. Okay. We prepared for all jump scares, Chad. We're not gonna get scared on nobody else's stream now. Can't do that. Warning, danger of death. I mean, I read this. What the fuck? I read it. I know. For some reason, this idiot want to keep going. I'm sorry. What you want me to do?
Danger of death. Tragic events were on this place. What the fuck was that?
Oh,
Bro,
shit.
I ain't played these shits in so long, G. Oh, they should let you walk through them bitches.
Oh, man, what the fuck is going on, bro? Sunny D, what's going on? Sunny D. I was put that exclamation Sunny D in the chat, bro. What the fuck? Okay. Sonny, I'm so glad you're okay. Ooh, thank you, Lord Jesus. But as you was helping me, you was good support. But I mean, shit, you jumping at the same shit I'm jumping at. So shit, that ain't real, right? Hey, yo.
Damn, Chris said she at work. She thought you was playing tonight.
Fuck it, I'll find another one. I'll buy something else tonight.
Yeah, she said she was...
I don't care what it is. I'll play something just specifically for... Okay, God, come on. Come on, bro. Why do I gotta be controlling? That's why I be wanting you to play the game, because it's not as
Why?
scary.
It feel good to not have to be do it for once. I think this is the first time you played and I watched.
Really?
I think it is.
I about shit myself.
Oh shit. Yeah, this definitely reminded me of Depart.
Oh my God.
That took too long to show up.
Oh my God, bro. Like,
Yeah,
oh
so I
my
think
God.
so I think to
Why
progress.
am I by myself? It just doesn't make sense. Why would you do? Why do you care?
I think you're
Why
supposed
do
to
you
take
care?
as many pictures as you can. Well, I don't know.
I'm trying to.
But yeah, so
I gotta
you
get
take
to the remains though. That's the thing.
So whenever you take these pictures, you're probably it won't even let you if it ain't a real picture that you're supposed to take.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear the clicking?
Yep.
I don't know if you get the clicking.
I could hear that. That's why I was wondering. Yeah, and I think that's how you progress, and then they gonna show
Indistinguishable.
you like, scary shit.
See something going on. I hear some static, man. I hear some static. I'm just gonna close my eyes. I can't get scared if my eyes closed, right?
Yeah. But you can't play with your eyes closed.
Damn it. Fuck. Oh my God, I'm trying to keep them open and close. God damn it.
You trying to take the picture and close your eyes?
What was that?
You trying to take the picture and close your eyes?
I tried. Okay, we good, man. Man, we good, man. I'm a soldier, man. What's going on, man?
Hey, soldier.
Hey, bring me inside. I know you here. Big, I know you here. Oh. I know y'all here, man. You ain't gonna creep up on me, bro. I'm trying. You gotta act tough in these situations, bro. They can smell your fear.
It's gonna be funny when the transition go from you acting tough to screaming.
Nah, man. Hey. Man, where you at, man? I ain't scared of this, man. I'm a soldier, nigga.
Excuse me.
4-4 soldier, nigga. See, this is one thing I hate is when I could potentially be going. Never mind.
Okay.
Never going the right way.
Okay.
You know I got a sense of direction between the both. I'm gonna get the fuck out.
I definitely was sitting here like, shit, what the fuck you supposed to be going?
I thought I was gonna run away and hold my light going, man. Come on. I'm a soldier, man. What's up, man? I know you up in there. Come on, go ahead and run through. Do some dumb shit. All right. You scared? He's scared. They scared. My name is Henry Caldwell. It's 1922. Shout out to 22. And I'm leaving this note for anyone who finds it. I came into the tomb searching for answers about the connection between ancient Egyptians and beings from beyond our world. I know I might not make it out alive, but I need to know the truth before it's too late. This place isn't just stone, it watches, it listens. If you feel it too, trust your instincts. I try to leave more notes to guide you if I survive long enough to write them, but now I have to run. The air has turned cold, and I swear I can hear her. The queen's spirits too close. This motherfucker, this the beginning? Come on! Why is this the beginning? Well, you alerted me with the music now. I ain't scared.
Nah, that's like,
I see you. Yeah, I ain't scared.
That wasn't no statue. That still wasn't no statue.
I know it. I know it. But see, they alerted me with the music. See, if they would just let me turn and just.
What the
We
fuck?
good. We good.
All right,
Hold it down, POP. Hold it down, POP style, nigga.
All right.
Why you getting scared, bro? Why? It's easy being on that side, bro. Right, you know what?
Talking about it's easy, nigga. You was on this side most of the time. We did these.
No, never.
Never.
Those the easy ones, though. Those the easy ones.
No, nigga. Depart. Fucking. What else? Well, we was both playing that trick or treat game.
Where the fuck am I supposed to go?
You got options. Uh-oh. Shit. Destiny just started fucking streaming.
Oh, damn.
That was part of the reason I had hopped on this bitch. But no, we good, though. He ain't gonna start streaming.
See, that's why I was trying to wait, too, because I didn't know.
Later.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't even, I think when we play Rivals, I don't even think I'm gonna be streaming it. I'm gonna just play. Depending on what's going on, I don't know.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
Open this door, please. The door's still not open. Okay. Play this. She's play some music. I'm good.
What? You good with the music? You saying?
No, I'm saying this like because how they did it last time when they alerted her, like I was pretty sure she about to pop up somewhere, and then lo and behold she pops up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if they jump scare first, then music, then that's more. That seems scary. Here she come. I just be saying shit, bro. Don't be paying me no attention.
No, you.
I be trying to turn myself up. I'm not gonna turn around now. I hear a little vibration. What's going on? What the fuck is this?
Go in there. Wait.
I'm trying.
Oh, they won't. Ain't no jump, right? It's just you walking and they push you up.
No, it definitely a jump.
Oh, I thought you was walking and they pushed you
up. I'll press around that way. That's what. I'm about to get cooked.
Why you said it?
I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I just feel it's not letting me get up here. Maybe I can't go in this way.
You got it. If that big ass wide. Okay, crouch. Go up and then crouch.
I tried. That's what I was trying to do.
Damn.
Nigga, this is on PC, bro.
Maybe. But see, that sound get louder, right? The closer you go. Yeah. I'm sure that's where you're supposed to go. And wow. Because it seems like it's getting louder when you go in that. Take a picture. Maybe take a picture. Like from where you at. Oh, shit. I don't know why I did that. I knew that was going to happen. I prepared myself. I said, I'm like, it's finna scare me. But it still scared me.
Jump scare first, then music every time. What is the other light? What's the point of running on the game?
Maybe you're gonna get chased.
Oh no.
Whoa. That's a picture. Oh, you can't take that one?
I thought that would have been good. Oh my fucking God, bro. Good. Please. Okay. Can he run and jump? I am now near the tomb of Rudamar, the great pharaoh of Egypt's second millennium. An intense fear grips me as the legends warn that approaching the pharaoh's remains will awaken his wrath and bring terrifying consequences. I believe in the legends, but my faith in them won't stop me from pressing forward. I must uncover the truth, no matter the cost. Henry Caldwell. Nigga, are you Henry Caldwell Jr.? Like, why do you care this much? This nigga tried. You see, he's literally telling you how he died. You know what? Jump scare. Oh,
you just preparing. I mean, that could be why he cares. Like that. That's what I was thinking. Like what makes the most sense is he cares enough because. Wait, go back. Take a picture of that thing on the wall. Not the other one. That. Okay. No. That face stood out to me. You know what I'm saying? That face looked different.
No. Makes sense. I would have took a picture of the same thing. That's the same artist too, right?
Yeah.
Pretty sure he better jump out.
What that say? Take a
photo of mommy.
My contact's a little faulty. Nicole, this called a Menti. It's what these games? What we call these? This not a psychological thriller. It's like a.
Oh, here we go.
A first person horror
game.
Yeah,
I think it's a first person horror game.
Mm-hmm.
I think it can be psychological since it's like a bunch of jump scares, and I mean, I don't know. Don't get me scared. I'm scared of all this shit. Okay, so in a new room, I can possibly go left.
This my roots, Nicole. We started a YouTube channel together where we played these type of games heavy.
Oh my god, music first. I'm not scared.
Talk about I'm not scared, nigga. This shit get me scared. Fuck that. Ain't nothing gonna jump out. It's gonna be when you turn around. It's gonna be when you turn around. No, you gotta check his ass first or to get that picture.
Good shit, man. We good, man. Yeah, we good, man. Yeah, I need all that though.
Oh, this a cutscene?
I need all that. Yep.
What's good, Moosey?
We done pissed that bitch off. We done pissed her off. We done pissed her off. We done pissed her off.
Yeah, cause you done moved that shit. Now you gonna probably have to run.
Oh no. No.
You took a picture. Did this shit just freeze? Bro, don't tell me this game just crashed, bro. Yes, yeah, Nicole, Mid South, that's our channel, yeah. Bro been holding that channel down. The Triple X, make it seem like a freaky ass name. Freaky ass name here, 69. God, bro, this shit just fucking crashed. Oh no. No. Right when the nigga was getting into a cutscene. Talking about hold your butt. You if you scare hold your butt cheeks is insane. Damn, this shit just crashed, y'all. Fuck. It was just getting good too, bro. Oh God, that was the climax. Destiny's stupid. This sucks. God damn. Tragic. Destiny is streaming right now, y'all. Destiny is streaming right now, and he is going to update us on whatever the fuck is going on. She said they got him in real life.
Purpose.
I'm dead.
Why write this? On January 20th, 2025, Pixie created a Substack post, which you can see here, signaling her
Thanks,
intent to sue.
I hope you help me get that, man.
She has since filed her lawsuit, which she claims I shared explicit material we created together without her permission. Until now, I've stayed away from addressing the exact claims she's made in her post and subsequent lawsuit. While it's important to explain my purpose for writing this, it might be more illuminating to quickly explain why I'm not writing this. I am not writing this to appease the accusations made against me, my anti-fan communities, or other vultures who are here to simply hype up whatever stories they can involving me or others around me. Mr. Girl, love. I'm not writing this to divulge every single personal detail of my life for the public to comb through in order to harass me or others around me. I'm not writing this to respond to the multitude of claims made about me that have been circulating on the internet, sometimes for over a decade. For the majority of these claims, I simply don't wish to rehash every single wild claim or baseless accusation someone throws my way, especially when they're demanding I divulge even more personal information to do so.
Oh, shit, I'm tweaking.
And more importantly, I shouldn't be forced to provide that level of personal access to my life. I've already had my privacy violated in the most extreme and disgusting ways over the past few months, and I don't enjoy having every single private interaction I've had held up under a microscope for the internet to psychoanalyze. I do, however, feel compelled to provide a bit of backstory to my audience for you to have a bit of an understanding of everything that's transpired over the last few years relating to this incident, if for no other reason than to dispel at least the worst assumptions that some people have made about me, even within my own community. If you're unhappy with the level of personal details, or if you wish for me to divulge more about person ABC or situation XYZ, I don't care. You can simply leave. This isn't to say that I won't address other things in the future. I probably will, but one piece at a time, okay? Why wait so long? I'm sympathetic to people who view me negatively, even in the worst light, because it seems difficult to imagine why I would stay silent on everything that's been said about the situation so far. There are 3 reasons for the delay in transparency. The first was minimizing exposure to revenge porn. A great deal of explicit content of mine had been published on Kiwi Farms, including incredibly personal communications of mine. Giving this any kind of public attention is obviously a massive victory for vulture communities, as well as the leaker, and a massive loss for the privacy of myself and any of the other victims involved. It's irritating that, because I'm a man, the expectation is that any explicit material of mine leaked for sexually humiliating purposes is just expected to be laughed at by me while being made into a joke by every community on the internet, including my own. Whether that includes those maliciously lying about our hookups for purposes of public humiliation or selectively publishing explicit leaked material online, all of it is incredibly disgusting and invasive, doubly so when I've been expected to just roll with it. It's incredibly bizarre how many people are fixated on insisting that I'm not a victim in this when I was the primary target of the entire revenge porn posting. While other people were undeniably harmed by these leaks, they were seen as collateral damage to the publisher of the material and the website providing hosting for it in the goal to attack me, whether it was through reputation, monetary harm, or just some other form of sadistic humiliation. The second point is Pixie's privacy request. Once the leaker published and hosted all of my explicit content on Kiwi Farms, Pixie messaged me and informed me that she didn't want confirmation
he ain't had
of
this
her
many
in
viewers
any
since
part
this
of
shit
the
happened.
material.
After like the second day, he's only had like
I'm 100% denying it's me, by the way, since it's not super clear at my face or anything like that. I haven't
After
told,
like the first 2 days of this
in my life about
happening,
it.
he was not getting his normal.
This is me talking, basically. If you have any
Still
specific
losing
requests
subs,
about like
too.
removing anything,
Yeah,
and then it's just her
842
saying, I don't want
last
to testify or
yesterday
be
night,
named in
it's
anything.
841.
As far as people asking me, I'm just saying it's a lookalike. Don't tell anyone privately either if it's me or not. Basically. Pixie messaged me and informed me that she didn't want confirmation of her in any part of the material. As such, I made no public statements regarding her appearance in any of the leaked material. She has since filed a public lawsuit, which is why I feel comfortable speaking out now. All of our conversations until December 10th were almost exclusively about contacting law firms, removing any explicit material online, and minimizing her risk and exposure to any online abuse or harassment. Pre-trial settlement, the third reason. The vast majority of cases are settled. I Googled, there's a lot of numbers, it's all 90% plus. Before they ever go to trial, and the vast majority of them before they aren't even filed in court at all. One of the big reasons why lawyers encourage their clients not to discuss their case publicly, especially before it's been filed, is because you lose a lot of leverage that you might have otherwise when it comes to negotiating a deal with the opposing party. If this seems confusing or unintuitive, that's fine. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
Sorry, Nicole. The lore is deep.
Explain this
with Destiny
events.
Wise talked about him a week or two ago about this whole
in April
thing.
Rose in April of 2022 I was contacted by Rose. We maintained an amicable friendship up through 2023. We never have any fights or disagreements about anything. We were always on good terms with one another. November of 2024, so I was clearing out my Discord friends list of people I no longer speak with. I noticed the account was still added and we hadn't spoken in a while, so I sent a message to it checking in to see how she was doing. I have strong reason to believe that at that time, At the time I did that, someone besides Rose was logged into the account, scrolled up to see all of the messages we'd exchanged, and took steps to protect their identity so they could dump all of the materials they'd found in our messages to various Discord servers and eventually Kiwi Farms.
Damn. Why does he think that?
On November 20th.
That's. Wait.
Future posting. Whoops. Actually, Kiwi Farms.
2020.
The leaks.
In November 2024.
On November 20th. Future posting. Whoops. On November 20th, 2024, the Discord user Solo began to leak huge swaths of personal messages between me and another person across several Discord chat rooms. President Sunday was sent these messages and decided to do a dramatic reading of them for his YouTube channel. Several days.
I just wonder why he's not assuming it's the Rose girl. That's weird.
After he and other parts of the internet had had their fun exploiting leaked material from my personal life, Solo messaged me sometime in the morning and said that he was unhappy with how the coverage of the leaks had been so far. He felt as though people weren't giving it enough attention, so he was going to leak more from my logs with Rose if I didn't allow him to come on my stream and speak with me. I don't exactly remember what the message to me was, as I just woken up, read it, and then responded briefly before going back to sleep. The next time I checked my messages with him, everything had been deleted. On that same day, November 29th, 2024, Solo dumped every explicit video I'd ever exchanged with Rose onto Kiwi Farms. One of these videos allegedly showed Pixie and I engaged in a sexual act, and she subsequently messaged me and informed me of the leak. When Pixie posted on her Substack that she had to contact me about the situation first, this was the first time I was actually even made aware that explicit material of me involving others was being posted on Kiwi Farms. I think she puts this in here, note, I had to contact him asking about the situation before he sent me this message. I think I was in the shower when I got this DM, and I didn't even realize it had been posted, but okay.
Yeah, how would he know?
Time passes. I contacted a law firm in New York and began to pursue legal action relating to the revenge porn incident. Pixie made it clear that she did not want to be identified in any way in these leaks. I think she's retreading the same messages. I agreed, and I spoke nothing at all of it publicly and continued to work and stream while pursuing my legal cases in the background. All of my communications with Pixie over the next week pertained to removal of the material and pursuing actions against the leaker. I think I just selectively went through some of these, but basically it's just me, how to report comments, link me stuff if you want it removed, her asking me about updates on the law firm, asking me about updates about getting it removed from Kiwi Farm, stuff like this. Basically, it's all of our communications. Escalation. On December 11th, two strange things happened. Lauren Hayden, someone I hadn't had contact with for months, messaged me to tell me how much she hated me.
I wonder if that's Lauren Southern.
On
De
December
Laguna.
11th, what you did was evil. I have never hated anyone so much. That same day, just a few hours earlier, Pixie messaged me, informing me that she was planning on committing suicide in some manner in which she would expose me after taking her own life. Her message to me was, "Hi, Steven. As my life on this earth comes to a close, I want to ask you to please be more careful with the people who place their trust in you in the future. Life is unfair, but you should do your best in preventing that, not contributing to it." I said, "Hold up there. What's up?" I wasn't actually sure if this was a super serious message or not because I'd never seen anything like this before from her, but "I'm just tired of living anymore. It's a matter of time until my family discovers what happened, and I feel like there is no way to obtain justice. I don't want to bring a case against you, but I think you'll continue to send nudes to people even without their consent. Bringing a case against you would mean going public, which is the equivalent of a death sentence for me either way. So I feel like the best thing to do is for me to kill myself and schedule a post just detailing my feelings on what happened to try to ensure a situation like this doesn't happen again. I'm not going to kill myself at this second. I'm trying to get some things in order before I end everything. But I don't see a future where I survive for much longer. It's better to end things sooner than later and stop the pain than to let it continue." Up until this point, all of our conversations had been almost exclusively focused on removing any material of her on her behalf and updating her on any legal progress, so these messages were very out of character. As a brief aside, Lauren Hayden is someone who's had bitter feelings towards me after I refused to date her about a year ago. She lies constantly, claiming that we dated, sometimes for as long as 9 months. I don't know why she keeps posting stuff like this. Aren't you grossed out by the fact you got smashed by Coomer, Gremlin, Destiny? How does it feel to get dumped by the little midget? Nope. Willingly did it for 9 months of dating him. Breakups happen. Did people forget this? Broad was begging, blah, blah, blah. We dated for 9 months, and he took our conversations out of context when I broke up with him. You can believe a liar if you wish. I don't know why. Oh, I'm sorry. I do know why she's...
She said he lied about his interest in men. He's been open about that.
If Lauren is involved in something personally, she cannot help but constantly talk about it publicly as well. You can always tell like what Lauren is up to in her personal life based on who she's tweeting at, because that's just the kind of person she is. And I guess her DMing me as well. I've already posted evidence of this in the past. I think that tweet even included like a video that I'd done on this. I've already posted evidence of this past. Here's an additional conversation I had with a mutual friend last year to put that claim to rest. Lauren came to a hotel room where me and another streamer person were having a conversation basically about her. And then she was very sad, I guess, that we weren't dating, and we were trying to figure out like what was like the gentlest way to deal with her. But this is that conversation, I guess, and she keeps saying that we were dating. This is that person saying, was I too aggressive with Lauren? LOL, I don't care about you. Oh, that's sweet. I don't think so. I'm really glad she brought up some far stuff in front of you, though, with me in the room, so I could clearly demonstrate that she twists stuff like crazy regarding her. Just demonstrating that Lauren fucking lies about everything in person when she's upset. This is just basically a conversation about how kind of like, I don't want to say, no, I will actually say it, about how pathetic Lauren's situation was. She was like becoming fairly obsessive with me since I'd broken up with Melina, and then had decided that she was going to try to date me. And then when I gave her a firm no, it was like, and basically she went nuclear at that point. And yeah, it's just, we were all silent when she said that in the car. Oh yeah, because she was talking to 2 streamer people. I don't know if I'll give their names. If she wants to deny this, I can invoke those people and they can say something publicly about it. But anyway, just that's our history, I guess. Since threats of suicide from Pixie were now involved, I reached out to a mutual friend, Aaron. Okay, yeah, I have no clue what to say or do. How much did she tell you? And then I pasted our conversation. And she says, I'm surprised she told you. To be honest, she didn't respond to this, or did she delete it? No, if she responded and deleted, I didn't see, but I'm pretty sure she just didn't respond. She's not doing well, and she had made all the wrong moves. In response to this, I told her to do nothing and not reply to people. I said, I don't think she's done anything too bad or anything, like just privating her stuff for a bit was fine. She said, people have sent me stuff that she said to them in DMs. She's denying it in private and DMing people to stop talking about it because it's not her. I said, oh, well, I mean, if it's helping her process stuff or whatever, it's okay, unless she's just blowing it up or making it worse or something. She said, Aaron says, she went into spicy chat and said their comments make her want to kill herself a few days ago. She had told me she would do it if her parents found out because I suggested reaching out to family members that could be trusted to give her emotional support, but she's not really talking to people. Loner messaged me asking if I'd heard from her because she hasn't been messaging. I responded to the comment about spicy chat and I said, that is bad. Yeah. Then I messaged her tonight and she said, then I messaged her tonight and that's when she said she thinks that's what she needs to do. I said, well, fuck, I feel like going over there or asking her to just hang out for obvious reasons. I feel stupid going over there or asking her to hang out for obvious reasons, but I don't really know what else I can do or if I'm even a person who can offer support. Aaron says, I don't know how she views you. When she told me, I wondered if I should tell you and ask you for help. But if she sees you as an abuser, then it seems like the ultimate betrayal to do that. Same with telling her family, blah, blah, blah. This is basically just like, I'm just trying to figure out like, okay, well, you know, is there anything I can do to help? You need to calm the fuck down. Why? Stop. Ooh. Okay, whatever.
Just the cat on the keyboard.
I have no clue what I can rectify. These are actions I'm taking legally. And then Aaron says, this is pure speculation, but I wonder if she was seeing if you'd even reply or if you'd go silent when she sent me that one message, the suicide one. My understanding at the time was that Aaron was an incredibly close friend of Pixie and so sought her advice on what I could do to help. I spoke with Aaron while the both of us tried to console Pixie. Aaron eventually suggested, approving the exact message even, that I offer her money to help cover at least her therapy or perhaps even payments towards law school. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know what else to do. Money, 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 or dollar signs. I fucking offer to cover her therapy or some shit. I don't know her employment situation, but I don't think that's, or I don't think it's good. You really think so? LOL, I have zero problem with that. I thought about it, but it feels super ultra scummy, or like I'm just trying to buy off her feeling bad or something, but obviously 1,000,000%, I would absolutely do this. Yes, I really think so, LOL. She mentioned pursuing a case against you in that first screenshot you sent me, and this isn't a crime that's punishable jail as far as I know. So unless she thought it did, or some other punitive measure she felt would deter you, I'm going to assume she was considering doing it for financial damages. I asked her what was an appropriate way of approaching her about it, and she said being honest and front-loading it with genuinely not being able to rectify it neutrally because of the obvious conflict of interest, but you'd like to try, and that it's something you do if it would help her. Therapy costs for sure. If you're really feeling generous, something to do with her law school pursuits, like year 1 or something. I don't know how far you're willing to help, but I see it as offering her something to look forward to in her immediate future. That is a goal she was working towards in the midst of all this, and it would be a reminder that her life isn't over because of this, not even close. And I said, what law school is she looking to go to? Is money the only thing stopping her from going or something? I'm not sure, but she owes me $147 and is having to pay it back to me in installments because she can't afford the payments all at once. So I'm pretty sure there are hefty financial constraints for her right now. Wait, hold on. $147? Yeah, because when I moved, blah, blah, blah. And this is just based on her financial situation. And then I post this message here to her. This was super lame, and I don't want to imply that somehow just giving you money helps anything go away or fixes everything for you. But if you have any bills or owe money or anything or have any financial stuff I can help with, I can at the very least chip in and help you with any of that. So it's at least one less thing you have to worry about or stress over while you're worrying and getting through this. Sorry. Do you think this is okay? Yes, I think it would only be skeevy to do this if you're like, can I give you money so you don't take legal action against me, please? Thank you. Smiley face. Maybe, yeah. Okay. Aaron eventually suggested approving the exact message, even that I offer her money to help cover at least her therapy or perhaps even payments towards law school. After sending the message Aaron approved to Pixie, Pixie rejected it in what I thought was an odd manner. So this was me sending the message to her. She replies, it's more complicated than that. I feel like there's no justice for what's been done. I feel like people for the rest of my life are going to try to send it to my family or workplace or wherever I go. I feel extremely violated with how so many people saw me not consensually in a
really feeling bad about that, but like these situations come and go. In the actuality of all things, they don't last. Like the rest of her life is crazy. I get why she feels that way, and she's like Gen Z, so like I get it, but that's just not how shit really works.
Vulnerable position. I feel like people are always going to use this as proof that I slept my way into whatever achievement I garner. I feel like it's evidence that everything would be better with me gone. And then she replied to my specific suggestion with, I feel like whatever I ask you to cover will be too high a price too, and then I'm going to feel even worse over it. And then the rest is me, I think, just kind of consoling her. She said that whatever amount she'd ask for would likely be too high, despite me not yet mentioning a dollar amount. At this point, I noticed her language was also taking a sharply pointed and more deliberate tone, with words like justice, non-consensual, and vulnerable showing up for the first time in our messages almost 2 weeks out from when the original leaks actually happened. I was trying to walk an impossibly fine line with my conversations with Pixie, balancing a few key things. I was concerned for her well-being and mental health.
Pointing that out.
I wasn't sure what she was getting at with her claim of me not giving her as much money as she'd want. I was also trying to comfort her in regards to the leaks without downplaying or minimizing what she was feeling, a concern I communicated with Aaron at the time. I want to send Pixie this thread and tell her that there are tons of people talking homophobically, and a few that mention Lauren, but none mentioning her, but I don't know if this comes off as me minimizing her complaints or not, LOL. If you could minimize it, that would be good actually, then she wouldn't think about it as much. Aaron informed me that Pixie was settling on a figure, hinting that she would ask me to pay for her law school tuition. Notably, no actual figure was ever sent to me for consideration. Aaron messaging Pixie, how are you feeling this morning? I feel better. I feel somber, but not suicidal right now. That's good. Well, not good. I'm sorry you're still somber, of course, but an improvement. Did you reply to Steven? Yeah, we got into an argument back and forth on why I shouldn't kill myself. I haven't replied to his last message or asked him to cover my tuition. I don't think he would do that if I asked him.
You usually be having about 10 to
LOL,
13.
okay, I need to think on that. Like entire tuition for law school is like $200K.
Unless it's like a debate or something.
I told her to make the request and y'all can negotiate from there. I don't know what law school she wants to go to. If it's like Harvard, then yeah, the whole thing being covered is probably not happening. If it's a state school in Florida, that's another story. First, she needs to actually apply and get in. That will give you time to think about the amount as well. I said, okay, we'll keep in mind. On the same day that she was expressing her thoughts of suicidality to me, she began to aggressively fight with trolls online about subject matter that seemed to be begging for people to bring attention to the recently leaked material. On that same day, December 12th, why do people think the woman body is automatically sexual? Why is it considered morally higher to be covered up? Why does other people sexualizing me makes my body a moral dilemma? Even Aaron agreed that this was a crazy Twitter battle to engage in at the time, and it seemed especially strange given that Pixie told me 8 hours earlier that she was still receiving DMs related to the leaks, was petrified of her parents finding out what had happened, and would kill herself if it ever got that far. Bro, why fight about this today of all days? She's so brave. Yeah, I don't know if brave is the right word. These were her messages to me earlier. I feel like part of the reason why I'm still freaked out about it is because it's been 2 weeks and I still have people commenting on my socials and DMs about it. I feel like Andrew and his fan base as well have some other psychos hate me for being a woman who disagrees with them, and that they'll use it during any opportunity they can to cause harm to me. But maybe I'm wrong. And then this is just us going back and forth over don't kill yourself, basically. And then that she'll never have a job again. You don't think it's realistic that someone might fire me over this, that I might lose whatever future career I work in because the office passed around my sex tape? I was now in an impossible position. Hold on. I was now in an impossible position.
My bad, yo.
A revenge point of me was still being blasted across the internet with family members, including my 13-year-old son, being spammed with explicit videos of me, sometimes even by popular social media personalities like Just a Minx. I love that. I guess it's because I'm a guy, it's cool. I'm trying to get better, but the image of Destiny sucking that cock is ruining it. Based. And then this is just her casually, you know, replying to tweets of mine. You know, it's good. Getting some good Twitter engagement here. Not that anybody gives a fuck because she's a girl and I'm a guy, but you know, it's all good. That she has a 1.4 million follower account and it didn't matter, but all right. Multiple large social media accounts were covering it, with Kiwi Farms bragging in a tweet that a surge of visitors consuming the revenge porn of me required a database rollback. And now, on top of everything, Pixie was coupling threats of suicide and a public note with an implied request for hundreds of thousands of dollars from me to make things right for her. The surge of traffic to the Kiwi Farms related to Destiny's blowjob video has caused a fatal database error, and I will need to do a rollback to a recent backup.
It's crazy.
No contact. At some point after our conversation on the 12th of December, Pixie removed me as a friend from Discord. From that point onwards, a small bit of communication happened between two mutual friends. One of them communicated with me that Pixie needed me to suffer in order for me to understand that I'd committed a wrong, as though I hadn't already suffered enormously due to the explosive coverage that already existed of my leaked material. They said to Pixie, if you ever wanted someone to suffer or be dead, my first instinct is to say no, but I feel like an unfortunate byproduct of getting justice from Steven
my stream's not healthy.
some
Is
level
y'all
of suffering.
catching
So I
any
guess the
lag
answer
or
is
anything?
yes.
Is the stream still
Are you
coming
wanting him to
through
suffer,
clean?
or do you want justice there? I want justice. If I could have justice without the suffering, that would be optimal. But I'm
Like
just
no
not sure
lag
if
or nothing
possible.
like that. Because YouTube is telling me that it's.
She also
it's
communicated to a friend that she was essentially ready and waiting to kill herself based on whether or not I responded favorably to paying out a massive amount of money. I think I'm going to decide my next course of action of what to do with myself and him based on how that conversation goes.
When are you free? I can't stream tomorrow.
That's okay.
If you want to talk about this shit, we can.
I have my plans / course of action.
What time works for you?
We'll choose something
preferably during the day.
If he agrees that he has to make up / repent for the action and wants to work with me to find a way to do that, or if he doesn't feel that way. I don't want to talk to him myself because I feel like I tried explaining what I was feeling and he didn't really understand.
I can stream tomorrow.
I also have a little anxious voice in my brain telling me to prepare for the worst because he probably won't care or doesn't care enough to willingly try to make up for his mistakes. And that means I'll have to start thinking of more extreme / nuclear options to deal with. But I'm trying to avoid spiraling down that line of thought because I'm trying to hold out for hope. And just not to scare you, I'm 100% not going to do anything to myself, no matter what he says during the holiday season, because I don't want to traumatize my
PST,
friends during a time that's supposed to be happy. And even if he responds negatively, it doesn't mean I'll auto-kill myself. I'm trying to contemplate all different courses of actions, including going public.
I don't know if there's one or two
if I
for
can't
me.
take the amount of
Either way it works.
then killing myself.
But if it's two,
Versus
I have
my plan
less
before,
time.
scheduling a note for after
if
I
I gotta
die.
get my kids.
I'm still also looking into lawyers, but I just want to see what he says.
If it's one, that's perfect. Two is
before
just I have
deciding
less
to do
time.
any
But we
nuclear
definitely can talk
option.
about it.
Can I share this with Steven? He communicated to me that he knows he fucked up. There is no excuse at all. He doesn't know what he can do to make it up for you. I'm trying to bridge between help, blah, blah, blah. Can I share this with him? You can share this with him, or you can share this in anything you want with him. I feel like when we talked, you really understood where I was coming from and can hopefully explain this better than I can.
Okay, so I'm 2 hours. So yeah, that's,
she reiterated
that's
that I needed to face consequences for my actions,
so 12
claiming that she
for
was on a
me.
mission to make this the most expensive mistake of my life. Again, despite the insane amount of
Which is
harassment I
still
had already
fine.
received regarding the leaked material. My friend had listed out what is it exactly that you want. Yeah, because the only problem is number 3, because even with removal of the video and getting the guy hacked charged, Steven has to face consequences proportional to his actions. I want this to be the most expensive mistake of his life, and I'm essentially asking him to self-punish himself in a way I don't think he will like or agree to without the law involved. I don't have a dollar amount from the top of my head. It just has to be enough that for the rest of his life, if he thinks of the word nude, he associates it with the amount of money he lost. Obviously, I don't want to make him destitute, but it should be large enough that he does feel upset about it and is not easily recoverable. She said that I had offered to simply pay some bills, possibly to the tune of $200, though I had absolutely no idea where she ever got that figure from. Yeah, honestly, I feel comfortable sending him these messages and asking him, what does he think this would look like if you're telling me of that he is comfortable with the idea of proportional penance and how that would look like. I just feel like he didn't understand when he said he would pay some bills for me, because it makes me feel like he's telling me, oh, I'm sorry that happened. Here's $200. Hope you feel better. Which I think really underestimates the gravity of the situation.
But
to put it lightly,
he made
it somehow
that clear
makes me
that
feel
wasn't
like a
what he
cheap
was trying to do.
prostitute, or it makes me feel like that's how severe he perceives his actions to be, LOL.
He made it clear that's not, that's what he was trying to do.
After assurances from my friend that I was willing to pay a lot more than she had originally thought, she informed me that she was finally ready to reach out to me, using this conversation as a starting point. I think he was worried you would feel he's paying for your silence, but did want to help, but didn't want to overstep. I think he's offering a lot more than how you read it, but I totally understand why you read it that way. Okay, that makes me feel a lot better. I think I'm ready to reach out to him, using this conversation as a starting point, if you're okay with that. Like, I'll send him the conversation/texts so he can see where I'm coming from. Sure, but what I would outline isn't a clear ask, but a question of what you feel you need from him and what he's willing to give. Yeah, that makes sense. I really hope we can figure out a compromise and what works for both of us. At this point, mutual friends tell me that she's expecting between $500,000 to $1 million as just compensation for her suffering, though I hadn't seen that in writing anywhere yet. At this point, I felt incredibly uncomfortable establishing any direct contact. Threats of suicide, paired with requests for huge sums of money that seemed to hinge directly on whether or not I was willing to self-punish enough, paired with threats to expose me publicly if I wasn't willing to make the right choice, left me in a very rough position. I was still dealing with the mountains of harassment my family and I were receiving, 5-figure legal fees in my pursuit against the original leaker, and now I was facing a decision about whether or not I needed to fork over some huge sum of money to prevent someone from either killing themselves or exposing me to the public. D-Day. On January 20th, 2025, while flying back from the studio in New York, I was notified that 2 videos were going live that seemed to be centered on recent events. A video titled Destiny, Predator Unmasked by Coben Seethe, and Exposing the Destiny Abuse Machine by President Sunday. Both of these videos included a multitude of messages between different parties behind the scenes that I was totally unaware were coordinating with each other. In addition to these 2 videos, Pixie dropped her Substack statement about me, Lauren Hayden launched a Give, Send, Go for Pixie in order to raise funds to sue me, and other members of the Anti-Fan Discord made claims about me, sharing material on Twitter. All of these events happened within 12 hours of each other. Basically, every internet friend I had publicly denounced me, other streamers and YouTubers responded almost instantly to cover the statements, and a slew of videos went up with a variety of claims about me, the worst of them heavily implying I was a rapist. All of this included refreshed, all of this also refreshed the attention on all of the leaked material, mine and Pixie's included, and brought awareness of it to a much, much wider audience than ever before, leading to an exponential increase of harassment across every social media platform I'm on. Lav, someone who proudly spread revenge porn of me in the past and admitted to it.
This is a good point, Tron.
How dare I want the person who made my life hell for a year want to be human?
The sycophantic DGG people, they'll turn around and be like, Pixie, you stupid. Like, they'll do the most. Like, that's a very good point. It's a very good point.
Humiliated. What the heck is wrong with me?
Pixie, how dare
it was
you?
advantageous for that to be leaked publicly, but it never was. This is in
and
regards
I think
to something that
Destiny should know better. Oof. That's such a good point.
Happened like 6 months ago.
Woo!
Where supposedly some material of mine had leaked onto a Discord server.
But also, just thought about it. The lawsuit is public. Him being silent with what the lawsuit says is Destiny has to self-preserve. Like the whole thing from jump was him trying to make sure Pixie was okay from day one, from what we've seen. So he can't just, if he tried and it didn't work out, he cannot further just make himself suffer from this. Like, realistically, nobody's just going to make themselves suffer because somebody you may have done wrong and you try to reconcile with continues to push on to not hurt you, but basically, maximize damage.
I didn't want to get in trouble, and I felt bad doing it, so I didn't. And I encouraged Nico Sam to spread it and not get caught because I thought it was deserved. It's not a felony to send a picture of a leaked sex tape.
No, yeah, Tron. No, it's a good point, but I do understand he can't just be silent if everybody's reading a lawsuit and just. At this point,
I sent it to people who Nico already sent it to.
In my opinion, he tried to.
I made a screen grab of his foreskin, my profile pic, and a private Discord server. That's it. I wasn't sending it around. I got a picture from a random person on Discord. What? That's a zoomed-in image of the image of your cock she was sending. Based.
That's a zoomed-in image of the image of your cock she was sending. Okay.
And Mr. Girl, LOL, made a grand return to Justicle's stream. Justicle also began to reach out to other women, some of who had been sexually harassed by members of his own Discord server, to see if any of them wanted to come on and make a statement about me. I didn't decide to include all the messages here, but there's him to on it. If you're around, shoot me a message. Are you aware of what's going on with Destiny? Justicle reached out to quite a few people, we'll say. People everywhere began to speculate that every insane narrative about me was true. Or, I'm sorry. People everywhere began to speculate that every insane narrative about me that had ever been spun had now been prophetically fulfilled, and I crashed on my couch for 3 days to contemplate retirement. Also, Justicle banned Laugh from his server because he realized how bad the optics were while he was trying to farm me. I just thought it was funny as the main cover of a lot of this.
Here's the first thing. Here's the first thing. Is that JSTLK already knew about this before yesterday. We talked about it slightly. And he said that, it was different to what Destiny did, but it was, like, still bad. And so he didn't want me on stream talking about the Destiny allegations anymore. I was like, you know what? I get it.
She got a mic and got it as far away from her mouth as possible.
Whatever. Even though it's, like, completely different than what Steven did. It, like, I don't want to... It's, like, bad optics to...
Picking up the pieces. Seeing the number of people and schemes revealed initially made me incredibly paranoid about who I could trust that wasn't mining our conversations for some sort of confession or blackmail material. Just to go messaging, hey, I really don't want to pry. Some stuff came out with respect to Pixie. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
With respect to shorten is crazy.
Just say yes.
WRT, I've never seen that.
President Sunday, say nothing. Give him a night to possibly think to say something else. Tomorrow, say yes and ask why. That's my advice. I don't know, he talks weird.
Aaron trusting President Sunday to this extent is just, I can't rationalize it at all. I just cannot understand why or how she got to this point.
Reason being is that everybody at the moment, I think Justicle is weirdly one of the few in trust at the moment.
Wait, Tron, what you talking about? What's not different from what Destiny did exactly?
I'm so frustrated with her, but I don't see how getting upset with her for doing this will lead to anything other than making her feel bad. Oh, it won't do anything. You're going to have to let her torch herself and then pat her shoulder after the consequences of her own actions ruin her year. The smart move, actually, would be to maneuver as a victim of Steven and put those people currently jumping down her throat on her side. But outraged about the fact of the leak and make that the scandal instead of, ooh, Pixie, no. Nice. Kyla was being snaky about this. Pixie contacted her and was kind of trying to use her as a liaison. I told her Kyla can't be trusted to help with that. Dan contacted Pixie a few weeks ago. According to what she told me, basically said, ask Steven for a reasonable amount of money, and he'd probably pay it, plus wanting to convince her not to take legal actions against Kiwi Farms, which he's considering. You up for a call later tonight? Blah, 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 blah. Just, you know. Let's talk tomorrow. I'm going to talk with someone I trust. Sounds good. This is blackmail. Tell her under no circumstances to do this. Dan is a fucking moron, or he's trying to sabotage her.
Oh, yeah, it's
Seeing
the same.
Lauren's name.
Yeah. Very much so.
Created by Lauren.
Which, again, doesn't make it okay.
Driven Hayden. Seeing Lauren's
Pixie's
name
just handling it differently than a lot of people would.
Substack confirmed to me that there was significant coordination going on in the background between her and Pixie. At least, and seeing Aaron and President Sunday talking and scheming so much made me wonder what everyone's ultimate goal was. Pixie going public was something I hadn't heavily considered because it seemed to worsen both of our positions on virtually every front. Her part in the leaked material had been virtually unknown up to that point, and she had also proclaimed several times up to this point that she would kill herself if her parents discovered her role in it. I think if it was public info that you were taking legal action, 99% of people who come across it would assume it was because of your own videos and not even know about the other stuff, to be honest. I follow the bottom feeders and drama frogs who discuss all of this stuff, and very few people have even mentioned Pixie. I haven't actually heard Melina's name come up once. The blah, 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 this guy, Smith, some weird dude. There's nothing she can do about randos on Twitter.
Destiny almost has 20,000 viewers.
But as far as communities that are close to her, it's pretty much a blacklisted topic. She's driving herself crazy because she's clearly name-searching herself and just going through Kiwi Farms. Queeman watched the video, and even most of his gay little chat was like, okay, even I didn't know Pixie was involved. What the fuck?
I thought Straight Array was in some of the videos, too, and she didn't know Pixie was. I thought they had like a threesome. I could be totally wrong, but I think I saw that somewhere.
Queefman? Did I fuck up? The only thing her going public seemed to accomplish was to make the material far more publicized than it ever would have been otherwise. It also became clear to me that Aaron and President Sunday weren't the main people Pixie was listening to in the background. Update? Nope, haven't heard from her since the 8th, but she's been active, so she's just ignoring me. Well, give it a couple days, or we'll give it a couple days. I'd like for her to update me, and she kind of randomly had been throughout this whole thing, but I think she's annoyed with me. I told her to gently readjust her expectations with money that she could receive in any sort of settlement, plus said the demand letter first wasn't a good idea.
Why did he skip what Sunday said?
Let me know when you're able to talk. Serious development, good development. Oh, I'm not free until tomorrow night to chat. TLDR, should it wait? Urgent, actually. Tell me I can't pass anything to Pixie, though. She's not replying, and I just don't feel comfortable bringing anything about this up to her. That, combined with Lauren's creation of the give, send, go, plus the message she sent me the same night Pixie began to threaten suicide to me, made it more clear to me that Lauren was likely the one guiding her behavior. I think this is just a picture again of her creating that give, send, go.
Yeah, Lauren creating it is pretty
I also felt far more confident in my suspicion that this was all ultimately about extracting the maximum amount of money from me. Pixie had deleted her message to me where she'd even implied a higher dollar amount than what I'd be comfortable with. So we are in our DMs where she said, I feel like whatever I ask you to cover will be too high a price too. And then I'm going to feel even worse over it. This message, the only time we'd ever discussed an actual dollar amount kind of, was deleted now from our DMs.
No matter what the reason was, it just looks bad.
Seemingly tried to cover her tracks by implying that I could donate to a charity while texting a mutual friend. I don't think if Steven faces consequences, he will change it again. If he wants to, he can donate the money to some charity or organization. I just think that other than jail, or even more than jail from the studies I read, money is the strongest reinforcer, and losing it is the strongest punishment. Cover her tracks by implying I could donate to a charity while texting a mutual friend, and now I was seeing Erin telling President Sunday that her suicide threat was done just to get my attention. And the messages here that she had been sending to President Sunday, Erin says she was threatening to kill herself to him, but she told me this wasn't serious. It was just to get his attention.
Yeah, watch. Yeah, we still good.
I also saw that she'd put together the statement that she published on her Substack at least 12 days earlier, and perhaps unknowingly to her, actually exactly outlined her schemes and messages to Erin that looked similar to texts she'd sent to Kyla. Update, she sent me a statement she wants to publish, but it's terrible. This was on the 8th of January. And then to Erin, she says, what day were you thinking about releasing it? I mean, the most I can think of is the Virginia stuff or Nas, but I have trouble seeing how he would do that in a way that doesn't make him look worse for trying to deflect. I don't know what she's talking about here. If she thinks I would, like, attack her friends, I don't know. I'm going to talk to my lawyer first, send a demand letter, and based on his response to said demand letter, release it. I originally wanted to do it by next week, but it seems unlikely. This was on January 8th. And then this looks similar to the text she'd sent to Kyla, or my friend, I should say, about deciding our course of action based on how I respond. This completely destroyed the idea that President Sunday's video had forced her hand. Ironically enough, President Sunday seemed to understand the extortion angle as well, though he was incorrect in saying that it was Pixie's first impulse to do this, as that seemed to develop sometime around or before December 11th, which is when, I'm guessing, Lauren began coaching her more ardently. This is his take on everything, but I don't know if it matters to get his take, but I also finally saw, in writing, confirmation that she was indeed seeking a payout of at least $1 million in order to prevent her from going public. These were messages Kyla and Pixie exchanged on December 18th. Kyla was telling Pixie that she would talk to Steven IRL about the whole ordeal, but then she said scheduling issues prevented the conversation. She also says every time she's tried to ask for details via messages, he's not engaged, but I think that's a lie, obviously. And for context, Pixie wanted to sue for a lot of money, literally $1 million plus, but I told her that amount isn't realistic. If she did that, which I doubt, that would be incredibly misleading. She's wanted an incredible amount of money from the start, and I have repeatedly but gently told her that she will not get the sum she wants. There's no legal basis for her getting $1 million payout, which she repeatedly discussed with me. Erin thinks, for whatever reason, I guess, that I'm lying about having talked to Kyla, but every single person close to me, I basically said, hey, I'm not talking about this with you. We're not discussing this, except for the things in relation to the communication through Pixie, because I had no idea who was talking to who, and I just didn't want to be the mastermind manipulator or anything, so I didn't give instructions, talk to anybody, say anything, do anything, unless they were communicating things to me from Pixie.
Not
sharing
like
videos.
He lost a lot of subs.
As a quick aside, and to get way further into my sexual life than I'd ever publicly
Before this, he had 855, I believe, and now he's at 841.
Trading nudes or videos with someone isn't done to impress anyone, as Pixie writes in her Substack. In my world,
but today he has more subs. I mean, more viewers watching this right now than he has for even like well-needed, well-wanted debates.
To see someone you're speaking with engaging in sexual acts.
Like
when the idea of making recordings comes up with someone,
19,
there
still
are a few
at
different categories that people tend to fall into.
This isn't normal for Destiny.
People who are extremely concerned with their privacy or material possibly leaking, I generally just recommend that we don't record anything at all, as there's always some risk that stuff can leak, and it's just not worth the anxiety of having any material like that recorded. If someone still wants to record something after that, I would generally just have them record on their phone for them to keep hold of the material. Other people don't view it as a catastrophe if the material leaked, and have already made recordings of themselves and others and exchanged them with other people. With that out of the way, conversations guessing as to whether or not any of the leaked material was consensually shared was a hot topic of discussion following the initial leaks. Pixie would send messages to people to tell them that she had never sent videos of other people to me before, and she portrayed herself in her Substack as though I was the first person to ever suggest this to her, and I was the first person she ever recorded material with.
Yeah, I understand anybody that
I know that she's messaged people with stuff like this.
With Destiny.
This statement and implication, however, are both false. She'd sent me videos of her and other guys multiple times prior to us ever meeting and requested material from me as well. It was also her who suggested multiple times that we record stuff when we met later in 2020. I took some videos of the guy I can send you later if you're interested. Also,
holy shit!
Okay, I'll send you when I get them. This is just basically her talking about sending me videos of her with other people
on
Instagram where she DMs this to me.
Did she ask permission?
I don't want to read these. They're cringe as fuck. I'm with a guy friend right now. I can probably get a photo or video of him, blah, blah, blah. And then the times that for us recording anything, it's going to be so nice of you to do. Would you want to make some videos together? If you want to, yeah, sure. Do you want to take videos when we do stuff together? I think I'd blah, blah, blah. Jesus Christ. I was engaged to Melina at the time, so there's no way I would have agreed to anything that wouldn't have allowed her to view anything I recorded. Pixie was comfortable sending me videos of her and other identifiable men, with them even having saved the videos on their own phones. I took videos of some guy. I can send you later if you're interested. Sure, I'll send them to you when I get them. At no point in any of these conversations did Pixie ever mention having explicit consent from any of these other men to share these videos with me. I have no way of contacting them today to find out if she did. All this to say, consent was being reasonably understood by both sides of this situation. Back to the Substack. Pixie DM'd me first, I believe after we'd had a debate on some Twitch panel on October 23rd, 2019. She told me multiple times that she was 20 years old. You're 20, right? Yeah, yeah, I am 20. I had a fake ID, blah, blah, blah. I'm 20, yeah, yeah.
Wait, just don't get caught.
So I'm not entirely sure why she said I was hidden.
Yeah, they didn't get us. I'm pretty sure. But wait. Damn, you're like 20, right? How can you give up already? That does sound really depressing. I'm 20. It's not so sad that I'm pretty lucky and grateful for the things that happen. Oh yeah, if people do a ton of cash business, usually I also have fake to get in most bars and don't care if ideas from. Just don't get caught. Wait, how old are you now? You're 20 or 21? I'm 20.
So I'm not entirely sure why she said I was hitting on her when she was 19. By the time we met in person, she was 21. Based on my interactions with her, I find it odd that she describes herself as extremely sexually inexperienced and sheltered as well. When I was 19, over 5 years ago, I was extremely sexually inexperienced and sheltered, being severely terrified of leaving, so blah, blah, blah. In several places, Pixie deliberately uses language that makes it sound as though I'm simply sending explicit material containing only her to another person. Pornographic content of me online. So you can imagine my surprise when I discover he distributed pornographic content of me without my consent. Yes, you read that right. He sent pornographic content of me, was trying to using my body and my privacy. This is not the case. The material in question is an explicit video of me and her together. I would never just send around explicit material of another person on their own. Any material I've exchanged is done so because
I don't know if that's a distinction without a difference or not. It kind of is, but it kind of isn't. When you hear of me, it does give you the impression that it is about solely the person, but he did send it with both of them, which it doesn't make it less egregious, but I guess it's a difference. I don't know if it's a difference with the distinction though.
I'm in it not to impress someone by using someone else's body.
I think Destiny is using that strategically.
And so the main purpose of the statement was about preventing me from harming other women. If that was the case, why did she contact me at all prior to releasing it? Why was her publishing this statement contingent on my response to her and how much I was willing to pay her? One of the most irritating and conspiratorial claims she makes against me is that I was sending material to a person intentionally hoping they would leak. This all comes from her statement. I don't think I need to explain just how unbelievably baseless, callous, and malicious this point is, as I have suffered irreparable privacy and reputational harm due to all of the publicization of the leaked material. Similarly, I find it both incredulous and ludicrous that she would imply that I was somehow attempting to intimidate her based on comments I'd been making about Hassan. I have never at any point in this process told her that she had no right to take legal action against me, nor denied her.
No, not likely. It doesn't matter. That's why I was saying, like, it doesn't make what he did less egregious. But it just, I forgot where I was going with that. I forgot where you just was responding to. I know what you're responding to, but I kind of just forgot in the midst of me talking.
Her any right to pursue whatever justice she felt was reasonable. On the contrary, she has been the one threatening me with going public and with suicide the entire time if I wasn't willing to pay her a massive sum of money.
The point being, I said
she also
it
manages to
make
twist
it less
every
egregious
conversation
that he
we
did it.
had in the most malicious way possible, claiming that I was downplaying my actions when in reality I was trying to talk her off a ledge
it was
killing
both
herself
of them
with the advice
but
of her friend.
It doesn't make it less egregious. That's what I said. It's still bad, but I think Destiny knows
in addition
that
to the misrepresentation and lies in her
his
statement,
favor.
she is also sure
Just
to
like
link
she knew
directly to
saying
any
that
tweets
would
involving other
work in her
high-profile
favor, too.
figures I spoke with, likely with the goal of getting others to tweet her statement at them. She also makes it explicitly clear that her goal is to simply inflict as much damage onto me as possible. Also, the wording of her Substack tweet heavily implies that I was also publicly posting revenge porn of her. On November 29th, the streamer Destiny now essentially shared my nudes, making me a victim of revenge porn. I'll be suing him in federal court.
Yeah, her wording wasn't
I'm not clicking these
attached
links,
to
they're just
what
like links to
happened.
her quitting her Substack, basically. Negotiations begin. On January 31st, 2025, I received the first written demand from Pixie's law firm. This time, the letter was citing Florida Civil Statute 784-049 for sexual cyber harassment, which requires malicious intent for publishing images.
That's weird. That's not what happened.
Basically, for this, it's saying that you're sending these for no legitimate purpose with the intent of causing substantial emotional distress to the depicted person. Thankfully, the demand to settle our dispute was a reasonable one, with Pixie only requesting $15 million plus legal fees in order to come to an amicable settlement. Notably, there was no request for any of this money to go to charity. As a result of this violation, my client has suffered considerable harm, including but not limited to severe emotional anguish, damage to personal relationships, and public humiliation. The unlawful actions have disrupted my client's personal and professional life, and we are now compelled to seek monetary compensation for these damages. In light of the foregoing, we hereby demand the following. Immediate monetary compensation for the damages caused by the unauthorized disclosure of intimate images. Specifically, my client is entitled to at least $15 million in compensation for the following things. A formal written apology from you acknowledging your role in the unauthorized disclosure and the harm it caused, immediate cessation of further things, reimbursement of legal fees, failure to resolve this matter within 5 business days. All right. A phone call followed between our two law firms to discuss the absurdity of this demand. I was incredibly irritated at this point, as Pixie had already launched a maximum pressure campaign against me publicly, and I was forced to sit on my hands while these negotiations took place, since I didn't want to compromise her ability to settle things with me without having to publicly out our prior private interactions. It was also unbelievable to me that someone could so quickly go from being so suicidal over the prospect of her parents discovering the leaked material to posting a public statement against me, implicating her in all of the leaked material and exploding its popularity, filing a civil suit against me without even trying in good faith to reach a settlement beforehand, and publicly provoking and continuing fights with others who were also publicizing aspects of the leaked material.
It looks bad. And her behavior is understandable, although not rational. But it is understandable.
Bashing some dude's physical appearance.
So,
you look like a hard-boiled egg wearing a toupee, and you think you're qualified to comment on someone else's looks.
She's worried about
him
her
bringing up
parents seeing
the
it,
leaked
but
material.
Granted, she had to speak out because other people made her business public, but when she spoke out, she made it more public because it involved her and Destiny. President Sunday isn't the biggest YouTuber in the world, so she made it pretty public.
And that's where we're at now. The last few months have been an utter nightmare for me. It's frustrating that no one cares that QB Farms is still, to this day, hosting all of the revenge porn on their own servers. To reiterate, the reasons it's taken me so long to make any statements about this are because, initially, I wanted to minimize publicizing both mine and other people's explicit material. Then, it was due to Pixie's claims that she would kill herself if the material ever made its way to her parents. And finally, it was done to allow Pixie to have the maximum room possible to negotiate some sort of settlement with me without me having to come out with a statement of my own that sheds more light on her character and her behavior. There's always room for improvement in my own behavior, and I've obviously reflected on and changed the way I've engaged with people in this space over the past couple of years. This entire ordeal involves a video recorded 5 years ago and sent 3 years ago in April of 2022.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people did not realize that engagement they had was a long time ago, and when this whole thing happened was a long time ago, and Destiny only about a year or two, not even 2 years ago, or a little over a year ago, said, I don't want to do drama content no more, and I'm like, I need to, like, well, since he got on Vivin, so he says, this behavior didn't happen like last year.
It's irritating that my prioritizing Pixie's well-being at every stage of this after the leaks has resulted in me being maligned so heavily, but alas. I don't look forward to the next 12 to 18 months of this drip feeding onto my content. Maybe we'll spend it trying to beat Elon into space.
Factorio. He just got a fucking meme. He just got a meme.
What a fun adventure. I don't really want to get into like a huge back and forth on whatever bullshit. I know there are other situations and things that people have made,
losing their
accusations
minds.
or
What
claims
the
that are
hell?
all entirely fucking baseless. But other accusations or claims that are all entirely. I know there are other situations and things that people have made, other accusations or claims that are all entirely fucking baseless. But I'm trying to do this one piece at a time because I'm managing multiple stuff, especially stuff that might become legal. I just have to be careful with exactly what I say about the other person, so I don't invite further civil action in the form of like,
not likely. As far as we know, 2022. All this has happened in 2022. Now, if he sent pictures, let's say he sent pictures, I would think if he's changed his behavior, if he changed his life a lot since 2020, since the past year, if he sent pictures, I'm sure it's of himself. Like, I'm sure he's not. If he changed his life, basically what he's saying is he's changed the way his life in the past year to year and a half. So anything prior to that could fall into his behavior at this point in time. You get what I'm saying? So it's not to say like, oh, that's okay. Everything he did is okay. But if he's admittedly changed his lifestyle in the past year or so, then it's like judge him on that as far as this behavior. You know, as far as his behavior, that's what he wants to be judged on because he made a conscious effort to change his life in the past year to year and a half. So if it's prior, it could fall into the same category of indiscretions, but he's admittedly changed his lifestyle since then. But we don't have any evidence of him doing anything this egregious since he's outwardly said he changed his lifestyle.
Faming me or blah, blah, blah. So, but
I don't know when that Lawrence Southern stuff happened, though. I don't know how long he's been divorced with Melina.
Good luck.
But I don't know if it's
I don't know
been
if I'm doing anything else tonight. We're out with Dan, and then tomorrow I will play video games and do fucking.
You gonna play video games?
All that bullshit. Any comment on how Kyle and Dan got raked over the coals for no reason by your detractors? I really feel for them. It's all just like conspiracy posting. Me and Kyla, literally, I don't know what it is about Kyla, but she invites literally the most deranged, obsessive hatred ever. Pretty sure most people in this situation, at least that I've communicated with, have basically been trying to communicate with Pixie for Pixie's sake, and that's every communication I've seen has seemed to further that. Now, there might be other communications that I'm not aware of that contradict that, but I haven't seen it. Generally, when I go to write stuff like this or do research, I usually have like 20, 30, 40, 50 people that are communicating with me, different logs or different things at different points in time. After this whole situation exploded, I literally have nobody communicating anything with me because I'm apparently a rapist. So every piece of information I've gotten is just what I've been able to piece together on my own, and then what other people have managed to leak or post in public videos. So
a rapist. Devious. Yeah. I don't know any of the content. To my understanding, it seemed like there was videos and people took time to analyze body parts and piece together poses and hairstyles and body markings to piece that Pixie was part of it, because apparently it's not obvious it's Pixie in the content. I don't know. I'm sure it's not just voices. I'm sure it's footage because she said it was videos. I'm sure that it wasn't just her voice.
Well,
not likely. I don't know a lot about the Lawrence Southern stuff is kind of crazy. Like, do you know the timeline of that, when that happened? Because that shit is crazy. Like, the way they was at odds and he was like really liking her and she liked him is crazy. That's crazy to me. I can't believe that. Like, the Lawrence Southern stuff took me by shock. I covered that on my channel when Brittany Simon made her expose on Destiny. I did cover that video. When she brought up that Lawrence Southern stuff, I was like, that's crazy.
Well, stay safe.
Is he getting off?
Yeah.
He said stay safe.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, shit. Is he serious? Oh, he dead ass got off. He did the statement and got off. Wow. He did the statement and got off. Wow. That's something else. Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah. So for those that's still hearing and interested in the Destiny thing, I guess me and Tron is gonna have a conversation about it tomorrow. That would have been likely streaming together. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's just, to me, it's just weird. It's not that you're at political, that your politics is different with him and Lauren. I think for me, the biggest thing is that she was married, you know, and trying to be a trad con and stuff. That was her image. She's a trad wife, and I believe he was with Melina, and obviously he was lying behind Melina's back and stuff. And, you know, he's admitted that he done Melina wrong. But to that extent, because it seems like him and Lauren like really liked each other. It didn't seem like it was just like a fling. It was just like we had a little fling and whatever. It seemed like him and Lauren actually liked each other and whatnot. But who knows? Regardless, that situation, I was actually really interested in seeing. I want to hear more about that, but this overshadowed it. And but I will, to be 100%, whether anybody likes it or not, this tells a different story. This Destiny telling this it tells a very different story. Pixie's deleting messages. Pixie has sent him pictures of her with other guys. She said she was sexually inexperienced, which that still could be true. But she sent Destiny pictures of her with other guys, and not to say she didn't get permission, because she very well could have, but it's hard to prove a negative. So, I don't know, man. This is a big reason why I was silent on a lot, because I know some people that watch me could, you know, I do like Destiny as a content creator, but this is I don't know, man. Like, nonetheless, if Destiny sent stuff of them without consent, it's still wrong. It's still wrong. She deserves something. If she's done the same activity, that's fucked up. If she engaged in the same behavior that she's condemning him for, I can't in my good conscience say she deserves anything, simply because she got outed for doing it. You can't engage in the same activity and then that person gets caught and you scrutinize them for it. I'm not saying she didn't get those men's permission, but if she has sent him videos of her with other men and did not get their permission, she deserves nothing. If that's not the case, she deserves something. But 15 million is just absurd. And I don't know how you go from 15 million to 150K. I don't understand what the lawyer was saying or how that played out. But yeah. Yeah, it do seem like she liked him a lot. Okay, I'm just reading the chat. I get that the Destiny stuff has come out is bad, but I've seen this shit so many times, so many different content creators. It's so overplayed. It makes, yeah, Brickashaw, this situation in itself, I think if it was a content creator that wasn't as divisive as Destiny, people wouldn't be having their pitchforks out in the same fashion, because what he did isn't unheard of and unprecedented or out of the realm of reality of the type of stuff people do. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what bothered me about this whole thing. Is not to say that what Destiny did is excusable, because especially with that stature, you don't do shit like that. You have to think about shit like that. You can't move that recklessly with that type of status that you have. But at the same time, people acting like this is just, Kyla, how are you still friends with Like, come on, bro. I'm not dropping my friend for sending sex tapes of himself with another girl to another girl. I'm not dropping my friend for that. Whether it get leaked or not. If it got leaked, you learned a lesson the hard way. But it's not worth ending a friendship and sending them to the gulag to fight for their lives because they did that. And it's fucked up because of his status, for certain. It is fucked up. And that's why the biggest part is who you are and who it can reach, which is why it's fucked up. But we have to also consider it wasn't about Pixie. This was about Destiny, who was the main target. And before Pixie made that statement, I didn't even know about President Sunday's video. And I would consider myself a heavy watcher, a consumer of Destiny's content. I don't do the Kiwi farms. I don't do the Reddit shit. I'm not that deep. So I think with me, I'm more than the average Destiny viewer. But then there's the people that go deeper than that. And those people probably knew about all this shit, but I know they're lower in numbers than the people like me that just watch Destiny's videos. I don't go in Kiwi farms and subreddits and Reddits. I don't even know how to use Reddit. So I damn sure don't know how to use Kiwi farms. So I would think there's more people like me, and there's even more people that know less than me. So the President Sunday was a piece of shit. The order of magnitudes of the wrongdoers is the leaker, the hacker / leaker, President Sunday, and Beckett, then Destiny. And everybody's mad at Destiny because he has the biggest name. Crazy to try and blackmail someone with your suicide. Yeah, I don't want to say she blackmailed him with suicide. I don't want to say that yet because I don't know what her state of mind was, because I can imagine that this shit is tough on her. But it feels like she was doing that. I just don't want to say that because I don't know. Is there some serious caps in Florida in regards to Pat? Yeah, I think the cap is like 200 or 150. It was like 200K or 150K. Yeah, did he film her with? No. The filming was consensual. Like they both was okay with the video. The issue was that he sent it to somebody without asking her. And you said the same thing. The leaker, the leaker is the worst actor in this. Then President Sunday. And I didn't see Becky's video, but I saw Sunday's video, which was terrible the way he framed this whole thing and the way he put it out without talking to Pixie. And then Destiny. So but again, I just don't understand Aaron being okay with sending President Sunday this information and thinking he's like some cool person and somebody that she could vouch for and be friends with and send him her best friend's personal information. Like, I don't understand Aaron's mindset with that situation. It baffles me that she even would be that content with being friends with Sunday. It's just, I don't get how you're friends with President Sunday. You see the type of content he makes. You see the relationships he has with people. And to still trust him enough to send him the personal text that you have between your best friend or close friend is, I don't understand that at all. I don't know how Aaron did that. Like, because I don't know these people at all whatsoever, but President Sunday has been a piece of shit since the first time I've ever seen him in this sphere. So this does give more insight, and I think that anybody that's just wanting to get to the truth and understanding would understand that this situation is more complicated than Destiny sent news unconsensual. Fuck him. Like, I think it's deeper than that. She was definitely open to being filmed. It's in the yeah. Not like us. Yeah. Yeah, he was telling the Brickashaw. So it's everything's not that black and white. You know what I'm saying? Like, Destiny can be wrong, but you don't have to be, like he said, everybody's trying to make him like this predator, this sexual. He's sexually deviant, obviously, but you know, like this guy that's just out here trying to like seduce women and film them behind this. That's why, and then at the end he was like, you know, all these crazy people that I'm not addressing, like people like, I'm not saying Cherry's full blown lying, but Cherry doesn't have a good reputation with the truth.
Tomorrow I will play video games and do fucking commentary and all that bullshit.
Crazy. Sorry.
Any comment on how Kyle and Dan got raked over the coals for no reason by your detractors? I really feel for them. It's all just like conspiracy posting. Me and Kyla, I literally, I don't know what it is about Kyla, but she invites literally the most deranged, obsessive hatred ever.
And that,
pretty sure most people in this situation, at least that I've communicated with.
Sorry, hit a button. I don't know why people hate Kyla so much, because she always came off to me as a genuine person. Like, I don't know what it is that, like, Kyla never came off as like this evil, vindictive, like she always has an ulterior motive. I've never ever gotten that vibe from Kyla, so I don't know why people treat her like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get what the hatred is about with Kyla.
Have basically been trying to communicate with Pixie for Pixie's sake, and that's every communication I've seen has seemed to further that. Now, there might be other communications that I'm not aware of that contradict that, but I haven't seen it. Generally, when I go to write stuff like this or do research, I usually have...
Oh, you talking about Lauren De Laguna, not likely?
Of like 20, 30, 40, 50 people that are communicating with me, different logs or different things at different points in time. After this whole situation exploded, I literally have nobody communicating anything with me because I'm apparently a rapist. So every piece of information I've gotten is just what I've been able to piece together on my own, and then what other people have managed to leak or post in public videos. So, yeah. Well, good luck.
Yeah, De Laguna is just a liar. I think she's just a liar. I think she's just a full-blown liar.
Have fun.
She doesn't substantiate any of her claims.
I will, yeah. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, wait. Sorry, some guy asked this. Will you explain what I hired a more aggressive law firm means? Like, what does that more aggressive mean in this case? And how does it work having two firms? The first firm I contacted was to basically deal on the plaintiff side, to deal with the person who is maliciously leaking and posting all of the material. However, they're, I don't know how much I want to get out of this. If you have a good law firm, they usually specialize in certain types of things. That law firm is, I would say, specializes in plaintiff stuff. Like, they go after people who do certain things, but they don't really specialize in defense cases. It's just not really what that law firm does. So I retained a second law firm that specializes more in defensive stuff against people making claims against you, hence the second one. But yeah. All right. Well, have fun. Be careful. Don't die.
Yeah, crazy X vibes for certain. She definitely does. Like, Lauren, like, from the moment she was talking, like, I was like, like, when I heard her talking about, like, he records people, and she just didn't make it clear what she meant. Like, he records people without their consent. It's like, okay, does he just have cameras or audio recordings of people in his house? I never felt like, when she said it, she didn't say he has sex with girls and record them without their knowing, which is, she wanted to imply it but couldn't say it like that because it wasn't the truth. And I felt like, I'm like, okay, you're just trying to create a narrative. He records people without their consent. What kind of record? In his house. Is it in the bedroom? He record, like, and I'm not saying that's the conversation they had, but she never, what's egregious is recording sexual activity or bathrooms in your home. That's what you should not do. But if I have cameras in my fucking house, whether you know it or not, I don't care what you think. That's not illegal, and it's not that big of a deal. Especially when you're somebody like him, where people have a reason to make you look like something or a bad guy, or whatever. So Lauren, until she shows some proof, she just comes off as a liar. But I definitely, hey, not likely. I haven't seen you in here before, but I appreciate you coming through and watching the stream with me, man. I appreciate it for real, man, or ma'am. I'm sorry, but yeah. Any and everybody that came through and made it to this point in the stream, whether you came earlier, left, and still here to this point, I appreciate you more than you know. Make sure you leave a like, comment, sub. If not one of them, then all three. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next one, man. Make sure y'all tune in to Watts TV 94. We're going to be playing Marvel Rivals later today, 5:30 p.m. Central. That's 6:30 Eastern. We're going to be playing Marvel Rivals. I may or may not stream. I don't know if I'm going to stream. But regardless if you do or not, Watts TV 94, he's going to be streaming it. And we're going to be getting it in, man. Human Torch and the Thing. It's getting downloaded in the patch today. So, yeah, we're going to see what's to it, man. But, like I said, if you made it to this point, make sure you leave a like, comment, sub. If not one, then all three. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Peace.